ready to go to a doujinshi event?
Sure. However, no. Oh, wow. I mean, it really is a doujinshi thing.
Yeah. We made our artist friend put it on over the course of like a day or something. She did a real quick turnaround, and then she made a book, and we paid for it or something.
Sure. I'm gonna be real. The last few minutes feels like a fever dream of last night. I was definitely falling asleep. Yup.
We just scroll back a bit. Let's see here. So yeah, the Shino met Ren, who we're living with, and we don't know why. Something about her makes us want to live with her and make bed with her. Don't really know why though. They were kind of butting heads because jealous lesbian. Yeah, they were making a doujinshi. Yeah, it was basically just like Akru just wanted more content about Kohee-kun, and Shino, I guess, is like an artist and does events like this. So she's like, all right, I'll just rent a venue and contact other people and we'll just get it done. And then she did it, and then she made a doujin, and we helped pay for printing on it, I think. And now we're here gonna maybe sell it.
Cool.
Right. It was the day of the Kensho-only doujinshi event. My voice rang out through the hall, unusually warm for April, from our booth's position along the wall. Copybook is all sold out. Latest release still available. I do sales now. Behind me, Shino mechanically handed out copies of her latest book, the bags under her eyes prominent. The all-nighter she pearled had turned her into The Walking Dead.
I've been so excited for your new release. I'm so happy you drew something for Kensho.
Thank you very much.
Although her tone was robotic, she at least managed to smile for the fan. I was sure she was happy with how things had turned out, but at the same time, she seemed almost out of energy. Here's your 500 yen change.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Could you move in a bit, please? I hurriedly corralled the line in front of the booth. I was in the customer service industry and used to helping out at Shino's booth, but even my legs and back were starting to protest.
I need to sit down.
Shino crumpled down onto the flimsy folding chair like a broken robot. The pitiful sight of her almost brought tears to my eyes, but I forced myself to smile. You take a break and leave the booth to me. I can keep lying to myself and saying that I'm alright.
Thanks. Help will arrive soon.
The moment her butt touched the seat, she was fast asleep, like her batteries had been removed. Huh? Help! Or, as they say in Nippon, Tasukete? Before I really had time to think about what she'd said, I noticed that the line had formed in front of the booth and hurried back to my post. The copybook is already sold out, but we'll be sharing it on Twitter soon. Oh, let me just grab some more copies of the new book. One moment, please. What is the copybook?
I don't know.
But Diva, you're the Fujo. Why do you not know the lingo?
I don't know
Fujos?
doujinshi slang.
But it's a Fujo doujinshi. As I crouched down under the table to get out some more stock, I noticed the vendor was buzzing about something. Nani the fuck? Who could this be?
I know who it is, probably. I was looking up what copybook meant, sorry. I mean, the only I'm pretty sure it's not a book formerly used for teaching penmanship and containing models for imitation.
But it could
Huh?
be.
What's that? A selfie? Just make sure I look cute, okay?
Diva, are
I
you
bet
trying
she's
to
in
be
cosplay or
comfortable?
something.
Are you trying to be comfortable right now?
No.
Hmm.
I'm using the internal speakers, so, you know, it's for it's on my laptop. Maybe I got you on my lap, so maybe I'm moving my leg a little bit.
Maybe that's it. Or maybe you're a liar.
No, I'm not. I don't have my earphones in.
The eye of the storm was heading this way. I heard a staff member call out no running, which was answered with a breezy "Soiree." No way. The cheerful voyeur brought a particular person to mind, but no, it couldn't be. Please, God, no. If you really are out there, and you love me like you said you do, and this cross has any power at all, and yet my prayers went unanswered, because there she was, the temptress.
Akaru, where are you? Oh my goodness. Yup. Oh, there you are. It's so busy here. I couldn't find you.
God, is this my punishment? I've been playing it straight, and now this... Are you testing me? Ren? I stared in wide-eyed surprise at the figure waving in my direction. She was wearing an off-shoulder tiger print bikini and horns peeked out from her long hair. Her luscious, silky locks with a tiger print bikini type thing that perfectly complemented her voluptuous figure. Oh God, I can't look!
What do you think? Do I look cute?
It looked like she'd taken inspiration from one of the denemies. That's what we call demon enemies. In Kensho, I put on her own extremely sexy spin on it. What am I feeling? It must be the refusal of this. God's testing me.
Shino told me to come. Well, of course she did. Shino told me to come wearing this. You like this look, right?
And put her hand to her chest and looked up at me through her long lashes.
You're actually kind of kinky, Akaru.
Shino. She'd said help was coming, but this was the opposite. I desperately shook the sleeping schemer by the shoulder, but she didn't even stir. Try saying that 7 times fast. It's probably not that hard, I'm just very flustered. When did she plan this?
Could I get that book?
Boobs?
or-
What? Who? Not mine. I'm not staring. Oh, yes. 1 moment. Please. Onegai, as they say in Nippon. Well, there was nothing I could do about it now. At these events, it was customary to rope in anyone you could to help. And in the face of these crowds, I'd welcome whatever was on offer. I just have to not let myself get distracted. Ren, come up out too. I'll treat you to dinner after. I don't know why, but I feel like I want to reward you.
Huh? Akaru, did you just ask me to do something for you and then offer to reward me?
You take the money and I'll hand over the books. I don't know where you are, so you have to come to me. I'm keeping my eyes shut for the rest of the event.
Okay. Let me know how that works out for you.
Beaming, Ren nodded, moving Shino out of the way like a sack of potatoes so she could stand beside me.
I think she just pushes her to the floor.
Anyway, I've got to make it through this. Need to make sure I have time to go buy some dojin for myself. About the boys that I like, because I like boys. 2D ones, exclusively. I shouldn't complain about our popularity. Crouching beneath the table, I gave myself a quick pep talk before standing up to face the crowds again. As long as you don't look at her, you can't be distracted by the devil's temptressness. I'm so tired. Who knew that constantly lying to myself would make me so exhausted? I collapsed into a chair with a heavy sigh. Sheena, revived by her nap, headed off to the shipping counter to arrange to send her luggage and purchases. Thanks so much for today. You were a real help, not to my psyche, but to my bank account.
Aw, really? Yay!
Cosplay aside, having Ren there meant I was able to go do some of my own shopping. So, I had nothing but gratitude, if we ignored the cosplay. With the cosplay, we had some other feelings going on. I bought so many new dojins. I'm so happy right now. Finally! This is what happiness feels like. Purchasing monetary things. Physical items. I cleared off the table and plunked down a huge tote bag and several paper bags on it. Inside were so many kohee-kun dojins, it seemed like I'd bought up the whole event. These will give me the strength to keep going for another month, a year even. I finally obtained happiness for that slotted amount of time. Clutching the spoils to my chest, I savored the joy they brought me. I was so happy. All the hard work had been worth it. This is what it means to have happiness. Ariga, thanks, Ren.
Akdu.
Ren clasped her hands to her chest that I haven't been staring at, and then it made a leap for me. At the same time, I noticed someone else was approaching.
Seta-san!
Seeing her smiley face brought a smile to mine. Dumping my stuff back onto the table, I scrambled to my feet. Oh, Kanarasayama-san. Yep, flawlessly pronounced that in the first time. Kanarasayama-san was an artist around my age who also stanned kohee-kun. She looked like she was on her way out as she came toward me, rolling a suitcase with her.
Huh?
You didn't hear me? I said, Kanarasayama-san. Slipping out of Ren's grasp, I dashed over to Kanarasayama-san, who wore a sophisticated smile on her face.
You're really committing to saying it that way, huh?
It's the only way I know how to pronounce it. This is what it means to speak Nippon.
Gotcha.
Whoops.
So, you were...
Diva, look, it's
Hey, yo, peeps.
Kanarasayama-san.
It's Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Oh god, I can't hear. Why can't I hear? Give me a second.
Oh my god, he's deaf.
So you were with the circle this time too?
Yep. OMG, your new book is amazing. Seeing kohee-kun in uniform was too much. You're a freaking god, Kanarasayama-san. Welcome back, Joseph. You were missed. Oh my god, is he still dead? Are you...
No, I'm here.
Okay, good job. We're playing lesbians.
That is exactly what's happening, yes.
Nice. I have a whole last lab report to write. So I'll just hang out here while you guys do that.
Oh yes, our commentary will definitely make you be big-brained. If nothing else, it'll make you feel much more big-brained. You realize that no matter how bad your lab report might be, it is infinitely better than whatever the two of us would come up with.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself, yes. I tried to get Blue to jump in on hyping you up, but she refuses to demean herself in order to make someone else feel better. But clearly,
I've used up all of my brain power for the week criticizing Sam's ruling, and
yeah.
now I'm just dead.
I love to
Joseph
imagine.
Fido.
Yeah, I love to imagine that Faldal is like, oh yeah, I'm all for this. And then Virgil's stepping like, no, you're not. You're the only
you aren't.
person who would actually suffer from this. You cannot be for it.
That was pretty funny that you were actually like,
I was
yeah,
just like, I
I'm good with either.
Yeah, whatever. But for John,
By all means, I should not care.
Yeah.
This is an extra chance for me to smite something every round.
probably like, oh my god, Dad, you never let me make my own decisions that end with me dying. Always stopping me before I make bad decisions. How do you think I learn?
Yeah, and I'm just a pansy. Like, I saw too many opportunities for things to go wrong for any of us. I was just like, well, I could, like, I would be interested. Like, if I were outvoted, I would just be like, okay, sure, we'll do it.
As a rogue, again, this benefits you a lot. Because the wording on sneak attack is once per turn, not once per round. So if you're making an attack on someone else's turn, you get to sneak attack again.
Oh. Well, if someone else had, if I would have known that, maybe I'd be like, no, that doesn't sound as bad. But you know, it's fine. Like, again, either way, if enough people had said that they wanted it, I would have easily just been like, sure. But I just wanted to at least state the what do you call it? The fear I had. my reservations about it first. But maybe if I'm speaking for myself this time. Maybe once I get a little bit more experienced, I'd be much more willing to just take on challenges like that anytime.
Yeah.
Just like I'm not having this conversation again. I already tore it apart the first time. I refused to enlist all my reasons about why it's a bad idea. The second time.
I don't mean to cause any more psychic damage.
Believe me, I can keep going.
Oh no! I thought the conversation was done, and I was looking at the screen to figure out if I had already read it or not. I think I already read the line.
You mean the line about how you read it already?
Oh no!
Ironic.
Yeah, that's funny. So did I read that already? I don't think I did. I'll just read it again. Oh, you read it already? Thank you so much.
No, we don't know if you read it already. That's why we were getting confused. I was just too excited to wait until I got home. The cover is to die for, but those lines on page 5, I swear I could hear kohee-kun saying them. I loved it. I took Kanare Sayama-san's hand in mine as I relayed feelings about her newest work. Somehow, words didn't seem enough to convey all my emotions, and I squeezed her hand tightly.
This is taking me back to Watakoi so much.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely. She know big Narumi vibes with her trying to finish her dojins.
Mm-hmm. And Akru big Narumi vibes of just being so into it that she doesn't realize she's making her significant other jealous.
Yeah.
Akru.
And then we could also potentially have Hirotaka vibes of him getting hit on for selling boys love and not realizing it.
Love it.
Huh?
God damn, the slang in this. You thought!
Wump. The bag arced gracefully through the air to hit me square on the head. My vision spun and ran through the back of my skull.
You are dead to me, Akru. Dead.
Well, listen. Not to call the pot black or kettle black or whatever, but she came in here looking like quite the thought herself, so... Huffing with rage, spun on her heel and stalked off.
Business. She can wear what she wants.
Well, she can hold hands with females and not have it be romantic necessarily.
I know, I didn't say she was right for hitting her.
And so I ended the passionate day of doujinshi with a lump on my head to remember it by. Worth it. for Kohee-kun. Especially from Asayama Rana-san. I think I'm already forgetting how to pronounce it, but it's fine. Ren had been acting weird lately. I don't know why.
Huh? How do you cut the carrots again? Whatevs. Bite-sized pieces.
Ren moved the knife energetically, chopping the carrot into chunks. They clearly weren't anywhere near bite-sized, but I let it slide, because for some reason, while she cut them up little by little, she kept dead-on eye contact with me, never looking away or even blinking. I just don't get it. She tossed onion, carrots, and potatoes into the boiling pot, and a pleasant bubbling sound filled the dining room. Then she turned her gaze into the water heater panel.
Oh, the bath!
With that, she dashed off toward the bathroom. She had probably felt an urge to clean or something. Maybe needed to have an idle meeting. Very weird. I never use the toilet. Turning down the heat on the unattended pot, I gently stirred the contents with some chopsticks. Staring into the slightly burned bottom, I tried to put my finger on what was different. She's usually not a fan of housework, but I feel like recently she's been overly helpful. Aside from being even more clingy than usual, it was strange for her to demonstrate such consideration. Usually at this time she'd be sprawled on the sofa watching videos on her phone. What could be motivating this? I remember complaining about how she never did housework, but surely this couldn't be anything to do with that.
I think she's hiding. She's covering for the mud. That's gonna be my headcanon.
Yeah, she murdered Kanarasayama-san and just is definitely trying to play like nothing's wrong. I finished cleaning the bath. Hey, what are you doing? I told you, you're banned from the kitchen today.
So the body's in here, is it?
The heat's gone down. It's gotta be a lot hotter than this to burn a body.
It's because I turned it down because you're just cooking carrots and onions, I thought. But instead of saying that, I found myself voicing my thoughts. Hey, what's up? You're acting kind of sus.
You're weird.
I could almost hear my question hit her as her eyes widened and she started. However, she shooed me over to the sofa with a smile like butter wouldn't melt. What? With a smile like butter wouldn't melt.
Her smile is melting off her face.
Is that a saying? Like butter wouldn't melt? I've never heard that before.
I've never heard it either. Never mind that. You just sit there and play your game. You
It's
got your
not a
horse.
game, Mom.
Okay. If you say so. Without much else to do, I sat down on the sofa and opened up Kensho. But my mind was still elsewhere. When I went to the gacha screen, it displayed the remaining time for the limited event. Oh no, I forgot about that!
What's up?
Leaving the cooking chopsticks sticking out of the pot, Ren came over to me and peered down at the screen. When I looked toward her, she grinned, already knowing what was up.
Here. I'll pull you something good.
Huh? Oh, sure. Usually she'd tease me about it, but Ren seemed oddly genuine today as she took my phone from me. I'll take you up on that then. I just can't understand why she's being clingy, why she's being nice and offering to do things for me, wanting to use her good luck to my advantage. I just can't quite get it.
Oh, right. If you get someone good, then... No, never mind. Here we go.
It seemed like she'd been about to say something, but quickly dropped it. I found that strange. But I was grateful for her pulling gacha from me, so I decided not to say anything about how I found her behavior strange. The sword came down across the screen and the sound effect echoed through the dining room.
Oh, so I got this SSR thing?
So there is a one above the super rares for this. She held out the phone to me with a blank look. SSR? Did she just say SSR? Ah! Joseph must be focusing so well right now.
I am,
your mic
actually.
definitely peaked.
That's an SSR from an old event. Ugh, amazing. Kohee-kun smiled brilliantly up at me with munching on a dumpling. He looked mucho kawaii and innocent, as they say in Nippon.
Huh. Good for you.
I owe you my life. Thank you. Oh, this unlocks another special memory with Kohee-kun.
So, Akaru,
Don't talk to me,
would
I have to
you-
watch the memory. No. Before she could finish her sentence, and before I could yell at her for trying to interrupt my time with Kohee-kun, a shrill beeping pierced the air. My gaze snapped toward the kitchen. You left the pot on the heat! Oh my god, the body's burning! The smell of burning drifted up from the pot as I hurriedly turned off the stove. Bits of charred onion and... Are those fingers? Were stuck to the bottom. Oh, that must have been the culprit of her attack.
Sorry, you weren't supposed to see the fingers.
I climbed onto a chair to reach the button on the fire alarm on the ceiling, while Ren looked onto the pot. The beeping blessedly stopped. Cute. Oh, it's so
Very.
burned. Wait, that was you, wasn't it? Oops.
I think so. What you said.
Ren's shoulders slumped because I voiced her thoughts before she could. I peered back into the pot, too. If we remove the blackened onion, we could probably still use the rest. Turning into a curry could mask the burned taste.
What a waste.
Oh, it's okay. I might still be able to salvage it. That's what I do, after all. Just take care of things that are better off being thrown away. Like myself. If you're okay with turning meat and potato stew into curry, we can do that. Reuse and recycle. I mentally ran through the contents of the fridge and shelves. I was sure I could rescue this. Just let me enter my mind palace real quick.
But my plan...
What plan? Do you have a mind palace? Before I could probe any further about the status of her mind's palace, my phone vibrated on the table. The unfamiliar ringtone called out to me loudly.
Gah.
Ren, are you a deadbeat? Her face was a picture of decomposure, like a deadbeat, but she made no move toward the phone. Feeling like I had an idea of what was coming, I picked it up.
No, wait!
Moshi Moshi.
Hello, is this Kaori Furutachi?
Kaori? No, I'm afraid it's not. Akaru des, as they say in Nippon.
Oh, that's strange. This is the number listed in her contacts. May I ask who you are?
Do you not speak Nippon? I said Akaru des. The woman's confusion only added to my own list of questions. Like, does she speak Nippon? On top of that, Ren had been pulling a series of comical expressions throughout the conversation. I live with Ren Furutachi. Is there a problem? I swear to God I did not kidnap her.
You live with her? Oh, I see. You're her roommate. Wink, wink. No, I just wanted to discuss Furutachi-san's grades.
Why did you say roommate with a weird inflection and then audibly say wink wink? Wait, her grades? Oh my god, I forgot she's a student. Ren's shoulders jerked at the word, something that she was about to make a run for it. I pinned her to the spot with a knife. May I ask you to elaborate? The woman, who seemed to be Ren's tutor, explained the circumstances to me. After listening for a few minutes, I hung up on the call.
Akaru,
won't
I know what
hesitate,
you're
bitch.
thinking.
So that's what this was all about. You're not my wife or roommate. You're like a daughter trying to make up to her mom about being an idiot.
When you say it like that...
I stood in front of her to question her directly, but she guiltily avoided my grades. Ren, you understand what you should do next, right? What all Gyarus who are too stupid to make their grades do?
Oh, no? What?
You don't get it. That you can use your massive badonkadonks to seduce your teacher into getting you better grades. mean, I wouldn't fall for that because I only like 2D boys, but I hear that most male teachers are succumb to that sort of thing. And yet, I could see the question marks hovering over her head. She clearly didn't understand a word I was saying. Oh, I sighed. If only she was a weeb instead. Man, you really do suck at English, huh? According to our homeroom teacher, Ren was constantly failing her English tests. And she didn't speak Nippon. What does she talk like? That was one thing. But apparently she'd also been trying to do her nails during remedial classes. I thought her nails were looking exceptionally fancy, lady. Not that I stare at her hands or anything, and constantly wonder what it'd be like to hold them. You need to study.
What are you humming?
Man,
Kira's theme from JoJo.
man, the BGM
Sorry,
for this game just turned into fire for some reason.
Someone said hands and I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh, very good.
I can totally speak some English. Ruri-chan-sensei said my pronunciation of I love you and I need you was perfect.
Yes, respectively called Daisuki in Nippon and also Daisuki in Nippon. Oh, this was no good. Ren seemed triumphant about that for some reason. And what else did Ruri-chan sensei say?
If I failed another test, she'd talk to my guardian. No, I mean...
So I'm not your wife or roommate after all. I am just your mother. Realizing she...
No, that was the body.
Oh, it's all starting to make sense. Realizing she'd given herself away, she looked around wildly. If her English teacher had already warned her, why did she let it come to this? If you wanted me to help you, you should have just asked.
I didn't think you'd want to.
You'd be right. But it's my fault for not noticing you weren't studying. I should have been more aware. This wasn't helping her, and if her grades plummeted after moving in with me, I wouldn't be able to show my face to her real family. As her elder and her roommate, it was my responsibility to keep her in line. Why am I concerned about what her family thinks about me? I just don't get it. So I'll make up for it with some intense tutoring.
Huh? How intense are we talking?
I looked a little bashful, but pleased. I just don't get it. So I continued making my face sterner. We'll start tomorrow, and I'll help you when we're both free. But you have to study by yourself, too.
Okay.
Not quite convinced by her meek agreement, I went back to the dinner preparations. That's exactly how she says, okay, whenever I tell her to stop crawling into my bed at night. I still don't understand why she does that. First things first, I need to scrape out that burned onion.
Yay! A one-on-one study sesh. This girl knows how to get what she wants.
So she doesn't know how to seduce her male teachers, but she instead comes to me to help her study? I just don't get it. Did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all.
I just don't get it.
Oh my god, this is... I just don't get it, the anime.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Local gay
I
girl
just don't understand.
can't comprehend feelings for other gay girl. More news at 5.
Why isn't Akaru here?
Textbooks and notepaper are scattered across the table. The words blurred with... Oh, wait.
Oh, this might be me.
Yeah.
Are we actually getting
An
her
actual switch
perspective?
here. Okay. Switching it up. Has it been switching perspective? Wait. You know when it does
I
those
don't think
little
so.
like title cards though, and it shows like the character? Has it been supposed to be switching perspectives every time when they do like the little breaks and show like a different character's face?
Maybe, but I feel like we would have noticed, right?
I think so, but now I'm... Has it only shown Akaru before? Oh, I guess we just might have to pay
No,
attention.
it's shown Shino and Ren before.
Okay, I'm definitely pretty sure that Shino's hasn't come up, but... Anyway, this is definitely, Ren.
Yeah, I mean, you already read it, so it's fine. Akaru is working today. But why are you here? This woman was Akaru's childhood friend, and the evil witch who encouraged her to chase those anime boys. And I don't know if I'll be able to read this with a straight face.
So this is you to me. Or no, this is... That, yeah. Or I guess that's her. Yeah, you to me.
The evil witch who encouraged her to chase those anime boys. In other words, my biggest obstacle. God, I can't believe I'll have to make another body disappear so soon. I can speak better English than Akaru anyway, so... Shino flipped nonchalantly through a textbook. With those mannerisms and her thick glasses, she looked like a real honor student, which made her words weirdly persuasive. And there was this expat in one of the fandoms I used to be into, so Akaru and I studied like crazy to be able to speak with her. I don't know what an expat is. Expat.
Expatriate, often short to expat, is a person residing in a country other than their native country.
That is true.
In common usage, the term often refers to educated professionals, skilled workers, or artistes taking positions outside their own country, either independently or sent abroad by their employers.
Cool. So she had foreign friends in the fandoms she was into.
I can't be xenophobic. I know a non-Japanese person.
I didn't really get it, but it seemed like Akaru wasn't just good at cooking and cleaning. She was smart too, despite appearances.
What?
She has
I'm calling
glasses.
her-
Surely she's
She
smart.
looks... No, she's talking about Akaru.
Oh right,
she's like-
never mind, wrong one.
She
I
looks like a dumb
I'm
bimbo,
not actually
but...
watching the stream.
Joseph, you don't already know every character based on half watching this for 20 minutes.
Sorry guys, I don't.
Disappointed in you.
You got me.
Disgrace.
My comprehensive knowledge of everything is clearly neither comprehensive nor of everything.
And the sensei was the boss of this Chinese IT company, so he ended up learning Chinese too. And I even went overseas to sell dojin at a local event.
And of course,
Wow.
sensei is an adjective referring to
Oh, you
covered with small
didn't actually
berries.
know what seme was?
Indefinite number arranged all over the field. Seme of crosses
That-
flori. That's what seme means.
That's not what a seme is.
That's I know it's like top bottom talk for Fujo nonsense.
Yes. Yes, okay. Glad I didn't have to explain it. But clearly she needs it explained.
Yes, that's why I was doing it for Ren, so she would know it's a thing of ball bearings and over a field or whatever I just said.
Seme? What's that?
We just explained it, shut up.
You know, like I just explained, but in BL. Hang on. Ah-chan hasn't spoken about it. Oh god, she's a normie. Shino narrowed her eyes at me. Her expression pissed me off, so I pouted.
So I punched her.
What's that supposed to mean? Huh. You actually don't know much about her, do you? Even though I was fully aware of that myself, her words clanged in my mind. Well, she never tells me anything. I mean, what was I supposed to do? I already tried making her dinner and got rid of the other body. I didn't want to drive her away by pushing her to talk about stuff.
So I'll just drive her away by constantly clinging to her and invading her personal space.
Yeah. And honestly, I got bored listening to people talk about stuff I didn't understand, so it's not my fault. I suppose you haven't been telling the truth about yourself either, have you? Shino pushed the open textbook in front of me. My friend had doodled in the corner a weird-looking rabbit, and beside it my name with a heart next to it.
Friend?
Ren-chan. Or should I call you Love-chan? Or Rabu-chan?
I guess that would probably make sense.
What's it to you?
Oh, right, because her name isn't Ren, I guess. Like her actual name, maybe. Well, no, because that was
possibly.
Kaori? That doesn't really
Yeah.
Cause that doesn't translate to love, does it? Isn't love like I or something?
It's got multiple, like, it looks like I or, I think it's actually Ren, too.
Love.
Yeah, I think
Japanese.
it's the love character.
How to write love in Japanese kanji. 13 strokes the articles. It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, there is koi. Well, no, that's not.
No, Koi and I are different.
Oh. Koi is love for the opposite sex, while I is the general feeling of love. Compound Ren-I. Ren-I is for romantic love, written both between Koi and I, so probably with that one, I guess. Ren-I. Anyway.
Yep.
Oh. And
Yeah, it's
and of
Ren-I.
course, yeah. As usual, we look up things and then the next line explains it.
Yes. The Japanese character for my name meant love, so that's what my dad had called me, but in English. I found it cute as a kid, but now I told everyone to call me Ren, the Japanese reading for the same character. Don't call me that. It's too bizarre. I got bullied so hard for it. Aw, but I think it's cute. Love, John. I hate you. Of all the people I didn't want to know, she was the top of the list. Now here she was, saying my name, totally making fun of me. Oh, I know. How about I make the questions related to Achan? Oh, this should be good. Huh? For example, like, translate, tomorrow, Achan will go to the salon in King Shicho into English. What? She's going to the salon tomorrow? She has a day off? This was the first I was hearing of it, although she never told me her plans unless I asked. Actually, I'd never even asked what her favorite music or food was. That's what I said. Really? Okay, let's do it. This'll be way more fun. Okay, I'll prep some questions. Okay.
Shino really reminds me of somebody, and I can't place it. I don't think it's just Maho. I feel like she's similar to another VN character, but I can't put my finger on who it is. What are all the gremlins that we've seen?
I feel like there haven't been that many gremlins, but Maho's sticks out to me the most.
Yeah. Oh, that'll come to me eventually. Or it won't.
I felt like I played right into Shino's hands, but I was happy to learn more about Akaru. I offered Shino my notebook, readjusted my grip on my favorite pen, and got down to business. Okay. There were a few mistakes, but I'd say you passed. Yes! Tina drew a big smiley face on the paper she'd made to test me on what we'd studied that day. OMG, I'm so happy. Thanks, Shino. Oh my gosh, and before she's actually, or Akaru's actually jealous of how close Shino and, Ren get.
Why is it bothering me that these two suddenly got so close while I was away? I just don't get it.
Pleased by the amount of correct answers on my test, I instinctively snapped a photo of it to post to Twitter later. And you learned a bit more about Akaru too, right? Just when I'd been starting to think maybe she wasn't so bad after all, Shino got that teasing smirk on her face again. Nope, we're back to hating each other. I'm grateful for that, but I've got plenty of time to get to know her.
It's not just Maho, it's the, it's one of, fuck. I'm drawing a blank on her name. On Tuturu's girl. What's, Mayuri?
Oh, Mayuri?
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I think it was Mayuri. What is one of our friends? Not the long black-haired girl, but the short brown-haired one. I feel like she kind of reminds me of her a bit. And it's also, I think, because
I don't remember what she looks like.
I'll throw a picture in gaming. Because she was, like, kind of gremlin-y and, like, teasing and stuff. But you played her with, like, the really deadpan voice.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Mayuri friends. I can't think of their names. Not Ferris. Oh, Kaede. Yeah, Kaede Kurushima, I'm pretty sure. Nope, that was the long hair. Then it was Katsumi Nakase. Yeah, this girl. Here, I'll throw her in gaming. I don't remember if you read that or not. Let me just go back.
Maybe you know her well because you're her childhood friend or whatever. But once she's my girlfriend, I'm gonna know way more. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I see it a little.
I did just think like some of her. I'd have to post like her BN expressions and stuff, but she kind of gets that semi like a little bit dead-eyed, but like still like teasing look to her as well.
But Ah-chan's too busy chasing her husbando with me. I guess. But I didn't know how to get Akaru to fall for me, other than continuing to tell her how much I liked her. There was also the seduction option, but it didn't seem like she was interested in that.
So she is aware of her powers as a Gyaru.
Probably. I managed somehow, through the power of Rub. That's why they called you Rabu-chan. Hey. That got my blood boiling. I leaped to my feet. Time to make another body disappear. The chair clattered.
Tadaima, bitch. Oh, wait. Sorry. I just got back from work. I gotta reset. Ren, are you studying?
I heard the front door opening and the sounds of Akaru returning home. I was about to greet her as I usually would, but Shino's next words stopped me short. Then prove it to me. The power of love.
This feels awkward. I think I'm just gonna go back to work.
Akaru must have immediately sensed the tension as she looked between me and Shino. I grabbed her by the arm and pulled her close to me.
Time for a kiss without consent.
Akaru, get over here.
The best kind. Huh? What's up?
She looked down at me in surprise as I wrapped my arms around her slender waist. The cardigan draped around her shoulders smelled like outside.
How's the studying? I'll remind you, I have this cross on my chest protecting my heart.
She was always like this. Put my feelings on full display, and she acted clueless. It was so frustrating. I stretched up on my tiptoes to bring my face closer to hers.
Hey, don't.
But I couldn't reach her. Akru turned her head away and pushed me back with a frown.
I just don't get her. I told you to cut it out!
Why should I?
Because I said so!
Girls had always been happy to be hugged by me. Yet here Akru was, always curving me like I was some kind of creeper. Not creepy. Just because I purposely force myself onto a girl who clearly does not want it, I'm not creepy.
I do like that it's kind of that trope of like the girl who like can get whoever she wants, and then the moment she can't get someone she wants, she's like, what the fuck? How dare you? I am going to get like, she like doesn't really care about him most of the time until like someone isn't actively like pining for her or receptive, and suddenly she's like, wait a second. No. This isn't how it usually goes.
Yeah. She likes the chase. Or no, she doesn't like the chase, actually. Akru doesn't like getting all touchy-feely. Shino murmured softly. Rather than her usual teasing expression, she looked serious about this. How dare she? For real?
But all girls like touchy-feely.
Okay, so this is
so
a switch.
Probably, back to Ren. Nope.
Or not. Okay,
Why
so
did they-
it's not the images.
I guess we just figured it out from context. You think that they would use those little like transition wipes or whatever to kind of show that it was changing perspectives, but context clues are fine too. Between the two of us, we can maybe figure it out when they change.
Indeed. So, Akru was genuinely uncomfortable with everything I'd been doing? Why didn't she ever say something?
Oh my god, she's learning. Fucking Ren. I don't understand why she's not receptive to me forcing myself on her. And then
I know, they're
Akru,
both useful.
I just don't get why I just don't get her. Yeah, a couple of useless
They are-
lesbians.
Absolutely.
I told you to cut it out. Out.
Playing Akru's words from yesterday in my head, I felt awful. It was like her voice was still ringing in my ears. I guess Akru really does think I'm a pain in the ass. I sighed heavily as I trudged along the road to school. This was just depressing. How can I get her to truly see me? Akira was super cute. She'd deny it herself, but come on, she was drop-dead gorgeous. But I was no uggo myself. Right, I'm a total cutie too. Like, I'm hot.
I can always respect
Ren is... yeah, like, I kind of respect that she's so confident. Saying out loud, it gave me even more confidence.
Yeah, it's not, because I feel like it's very typical for anime girls to be like, oh no one's ever called me cute, despite the fact that they're all like god tier looking like characters. So it's always a refreshing take when one of them's like, yeah, I'm fucking cute. Like, there's no way.
Akira didn't seem to be into girls, but I would make her be into this one. Just watch me.
Spaghetti.
Like,
straight
okay,
too,
that's a
until it
little-
gets wet.
Yeah, that's a little problematic, but we're just gonna move right on.
Morning, Ren. Oh my god, I can tell by your expression that you're having those problematic thoughts again. About thoughts. You know, T-H-O-U-T and then T-H-O-T.
Oh, morning, and mind your business. I will cut you. Oh my god.
Hey, babe, what's up? You seem down.
Oh,
Oh my god, is girl A getting on you about having problematic thoughts? Girl A, mind your business.
that's what I said. I wasn't sure how to respond. I was always gushing to them about Akaru, and the idea of complaining about her made me sad.
Is it that girl? What was her name again? Akuru?
More like Akuu.
Okay.
Kinda. Satone, how do you always know what I'm thinking? But yeah, something like that.
I can see your mind palace. So what? Did she do something to you? If she hurt you, we will take her down. We're all good at disposing bodies. Just because you do it the most doesn't mean that the rest of us don't know how to do it.
Thanks, girls.
Oh, you're our queen, Ren. We dispose as many bodies as we needed to for you.
Satone smiled confidently at me, her eyes sparkling behind her horn-rimmed glasses.
Just give the word, and Ren Furutachi fam will be here to protect you and hide as many bodies as we need to.
Oh, thanks, Baze. I hugged them happily, and the two of them hugged me back.
This is how it should be.
I ought to
See,
mention that
hugging
because
is
I'm
nice.
not actually watching the stream, I just have to take it that everything that you're saying is true. Like,
Oh, it is.
what the characters are saying.
Yeah, it is.
All of the slang that you hear, like the bays and fam and stuff, like the game is legit. Like that's that's how they translated this.
I have no way to tell how much of the murder stuff is made up and how much isn't.
It's all canon.
Like the we'll take her down
That's what I mean.
one was was definitely the game.
That's like, you know.
Hopefully that's just making it
Don't worry
more
about it.
entertaining for you, Joseph.
Absolutely.
See, hugging is nice. Yay, hugs. Girls were so soft. I loved hugging other girls.
God, the mood. That feeling would never be girl hugging other girls for maximum softness. Why live?
But I guess it's not the same for Akaru. I was still thinking about Akaru. I liked hugging, but what did Akaru like? You know what? I've never actually asked her, but I bet she would just say anime boys if I ask.
Do you have to get to know a person before you should be ready to marry them?
I stopped in my tracks as I realized that maybe I should get to know a person before I wanted to marry them, and stared down at the ground. I felt like I just had a light bulb moment. Oh my god, I'm so smart. I spoke quietly to myself, out of earshot of my friends. God, maybe I'm a genius. Right. Yeah, got it. I'm totally a genius. That's why I'm failing English. I'm just too big brain.
I don't need to know English. I figured out this all on my own.
Why? Who needs English when you understand the secrets of the universe? I ended up getting such a high score in the English test, even my teachers were shocked.
Oh my god. I think she's discovered the secrets of the universe.
That was all well and good, but...
Are you sure you want to cook? This is supposed to be your celebration for acing the test.
Akaru regarded me anxiously as I rolled up my sleeves at the kitchen counter. God, she was such a worrier.
Oh my god, you just rolled up your skin. You don't have any sleeves.
It's fine. You sit right there.
Oh my god, her flesh just peeled right off.
I bought horse mackerel and breadcrumbs at the supermarket to make what had apparently been Akaru's favorite since she was little, fried fish. Besides, she was gonna help me. I did not agree to this. Yeah, I knew it. I am.
Oh, I guess if Shino's there to make sure none of your skin falls in, that should be okay.
Akaru nodded her approval. God, she was asking if she was my mom or something. Then, after saying something to Shino, she headed off into her room.
I swear to god, sometimes it's like I'm her mom.
So, what do you need me for? Be aware that I will scream. You've got to help me. I don't want to make a mess of it. I sucked at cooking to start with, and the last time I tried to make stew, I totally messed up. I clasped my hands together and put on my sweetest voice. Shino didn't seem pleased about it, but she shrugged. That's with a change of heart. I thought you were just gonna threaten me with her out of the room again. You told me Akaru didn't like me hugging her and stuff, right? Ever since the day of our study session, when I'd hugged and tried to kiss Akaru in front of her, I'd been thinking about Shino's words, and about what I should do going forward. So I figured I'd try a different love language. This was what I'd hit on. The best way to get Akaru to fall for me was to do things she liked. Obs. God, I'm so smart. Shino smiled to herself as she washed her hands. As usual, I couldn't tell what she was thinking, but at the very least, she didn't seem to be making fun of me. Akaru, it's ready! The array of dishes, fried fish, miso soup, rice, and salad looked even more impressive than I'd hoped. Like, it was pretty good, if I say so myself. How is it? Almost as soon as she'd sat down at the table, Akaru reached for the fish. A smile spread across her face with the first bite.
Yes, this is what my smile looks like. Oshi. In Nippon, this is referred to as fish and chips.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Yay! Phew! I thought it was something dumb like just fish.
And rice.
I smell
And vegetables.
I don't know, just fish.
Fish, miso soup, rice, and salad. Yeah. Fish and chips.
I love that the English person is in the chat. I just realized. Don't worry about it, Joseph.
Don't worry, I'm not proper English, I still have teeth.
Oh, right. Unfortunate.
I'm working on it.
Give it a couple more years.
Yeah, you're still young.
True. My hairline suggests otherwise, but you know.
Alright, you and Gay Bird Team Balding Gang or something.
You know it. Well, he was until he joined Courtney's side with the stopping.
And Photoshop.
This is true. You could still be Man Stomper, Photoshop, Shomper, Going Bald Gang.
I think it's too many characters, but he is in spirit.
Yeah. I smiled as I watched Akaru happily devouring my meal. They did say the way to a person's heart was through their stomach. This could actually work. Akaru, don't fall for it.
Fall for what? The fact that she said this is the way, which is a nerdy Mando reference, but she probably doesn't realize it. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay, then compliment her more.
Okay, don't be stupid.
Come on.
Oh, come on. I'd rather not say because I'm embarrassed.
Oh, what? What are you saying? What? It wasn't fair of them to suddenly start talking in English. Oh, talking in English? Shino smirked triumphantly at me. It's our little secret. What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about that Kohee-kun again? More like we're talking about who she might stand next.
Oh ho, cheeky. Oh, this is news to me.
Akaru made a snorting sound. I didn't know what the hell she was on about, but this talk of standing... Are you saying Akaru's gonna be after more guys? What the F? Who is it this time? I leaned into Akaru's personal space, trying to pressure an answer out of her, but she looked off into the distance. Then she awkwardly put down her chopsticks and got to her feet. Give me a break.
Are you finished, Shino? I'll walk you to the station.
Well, if you insist.
I'll wash up later. You go ahead and take a bath, Ren.
Fine. Akaru grabbed her coat then, still slightly red in the face, hurried out the door ahead of Shino. She totally blew me off. Or blow me off, as the text says.
Blow you. Blow you. Very good.
Blow you. After watching the two of them leave, I immediately went to clean the bath. I was chilling on the sofa after cleaning the bath when I heard the sound of the front door opening. I leaped up from the show I was watching and rushed to meet her. Welcome home! You're late. There's a bath ready.
Huh? You didn't do the lines of offering bath or dinner or yourself? And you didn't take the bath so I could reuse bath water? I thought you were doing seduction techniques.
Well, little birdie told me you weren't into that. Nope, I was waiting for you to get home.
Oh no, she's learning. Oh, as they say in Nippon, naruhodo ne.
I was about to go back into the living room to get back to my TV show, but Akaru called out from behind to stop me.
As they say in Nippon, yamete.
I think you mean mate, but what is it? It was already unusual enough for Akaru to initiate a conversation, but our next words were even more unexpected.
I wanted to give you something.
Huh? Akaru passed through the dining room and went into the bedroom. I waited on the sofa and she soon returned with a small package.
You've been studying really hard, right? So it's a present for that. Since I am clearly fulfilling the role of your mother, I am rewarding you for doing well in school.
Oh, I don't have a mommy kink though. Akaru sat down beside me as I pulled the item out from its pale pink paper bag. Her expression was a little embarrassed and super cute. What? OMG, thank you so much. Can I open it?
Sure. I didn't really know what's fashionable these days, but...
Inside were 2 nail polishes, one a glittery pink and the other pearly white. The bottles were fancy, like perfume. OMG, this is so cute! Thanks!
I went to the clerk and said, "What's popular on the TikToks?" And then I did that limp wrist thing that you do sometimes. Also, you're not allowed to use it during class.
Okay. I'm totally using it during class. She remembered how much I loved doing my nails. I was so happy, my chest felt tight. Akaru, thank you.
I just don't get it.
I'm like so happy.
Dude, she's got a... How is she holding those? I feel like the white one's gonna fall out of her grip.
I don't know. Magic?
Or I guess it's kind of like pushed on her. What does she mean by this?
I hugged her super tight, putting all my joy into it. Aw, it was kinda nice to hear those complaining noises from her again.
Inserts various anime girl noises.
Wait, complaining? Akaru doesn't like to get all touchy-feely. Oops!
Get off of me.
I put my foot in it.
What?
That's I know that. That's a phrase for when you mess up. Like you really put your foot in it, or you stepped in it. Like
To say something that causes someone to be embarrassed, upset, or hurt, especially when the speaker did not expect that reaction. I really put my foot in it when I asked her about her job. I see. I haven't really heard it used in that context before. I've heard, like, putting, like, a foot in our mouth or whatever, but...
Oh, yeah.
Language.
By the time I realized it was already too late. And it was back to the drawing board with my strategy.
She made it, like, 2 days before she reverted back to glomping. Oh, okay,
Yep.
so that's a POV change. It's a little bit of a different graphic. I see.
Gotcha.
Naruhodone, as they say in Nippon. And as they say in Nippon, I'm going to go have an idol meeting. I'll be right back.
Sorry to hear it.
Alright. Weaving my way through the crowds of people. No cinnamon hot choco to speak of. I hurriedly made my way home. The area in front of the Kinchicho station was always packed with office workers at this time. So instead, I cut through the rundown pleasure district where the crowds were thinner.
Oh my.
Sup, bitch? What's the rush?
Oh my god.
Which meant this was a common occurrence. I want to get home and read my latest purchases. Ignoring the promoter or pickup artist or whatever he was, I left only the contents on the... I thought only of the contents of the bag clutched in my left hand. Inside that blue bag were the several newly released volumes of mangoes I picked up that day. Oh, the quality of the paper in the books is so much better than the magazines. It's hard to deny the appeal of weekly updates, but if you want to properly savor your time with your husbando, you need them books. As I was thinking those thoughts, yet another guy tried to hit on me. Hey, yo, bitch, what's up? Oh my god, they don't even say different words. He was blocking my path, and I turned my gaze toward him for just a moment as I slid past him. That's when I saw something that made me gasp. Huh. Ren? Yo, what's this? This bitch wants to talk, actually? Nice. Ren was skipping along, arm in arm with another woman. The girl looked to be a little younger than me, maybe 23 or 24. It was a total knockout. What is this pang of intense feeling in my chest? No way. Hell yeah, you're smoking hot, girl. I swear I've seen you in some magazine. Just because they were linking arms and chatting didn't mean it was like that. Then I saw where the two of them were heading. A white building illuminated by white, warm orange lights. Through the glass door I could see an elegant white lobby. In other words, they were going to bone. A hotel? The naughty kind? The guy jerked with surprise as I grabbed him by the arm and pulled him toward me to hide behind. Huh? Ain't you going a bit fast there? Aren't we supposed to go inside before you start? What speed are you supposed to cheat at, huh? I'm confused. Cheating. My head spun at the word. I couldn't believe Ren of all people would do that. Now wait. Hang on. Look, she's even coming to the realization herself. How is it even cheating? It's not like we're dating. It's not like I want her to myself or anything. So then why am I so irritated when I see her with someone else? I just don't get it. In fact, Ren being interested in someone other than me should have been the answer to my prayers. I asked God for this like a good Christian girl. I mean, because it's not like I like her or anything. And yet, for some reason, I couldn't stand to watch her any longer with some other woman in her arms going into a pleasure putty hotel. I looked away. This is just my commendable worth ethic rearing its head.
Oh my gosh.
I'm jealous she didn't pick our hotel, that's all. We're not dedicated to the lewd acts, but still, I could have used the sale. So you're gonna take off my pants or what? Yeah. This is just profession jealousy. An occupational hazard. Okay. See you, dickweed. Releasing the man's arm, I set off, walking briskly as though I could outrun the images in my head. I vaguely heard someone calling for me to stop. You know, probably one of my coworkers. They kept saying bitch, but I just couldn't find it in me to care. My shift was done.
Unbelievable.
A few hours after that, Ren arrived home much later than usual. She also seemed unusually refreshed and bouncy. I've heard about this in the dojins. They call this afterglow.
Why is this guy so obsessed? Like, if he doesn't like it, can't he just say no?
Please, for the love of God, stop stabbing me! I'm saying no! That's why he's so great. Clearly, not what was gonna happen here, but...
Really?
I was watching an anime while trying to calm myself down. Ren was next to me drinking a soda and occasionally interrupting. I want to ask about earlier, but how do I bring it up without making it seem like I'm not into only 2D boys?
Oh.
I guess the stabbing... Who would have thought?
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta
Oh
find
fuck, I have another body to hide, I forgot.
The stabbing does kill people even when they say they don't want this to happen. Interesting.
Hold on. I'm supposed to get in
no scope.
I'm supposed to get in gaming week. I was thinking, made me think of this when Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z Bridge. He dead. I like to imagine she said it in exactly that voice.
This is good.
Hey, Dad!
Good old Dragon Ball Z abridged. Good stuff.
Yep. Oh, he dead!
Ren's voice snapped back to my
My
senses.
goodness. That man is deceased.
I refocused on the screen. It was my husband, dead as a doornail. Oh my.
Relate.
What? Oh, you're kidding me. I just got this one.
What? Are you crying?
Can't be dead. We just got married. Oh, my husband died again. Why do they always die? Ever since you showed up, they're always appearing in my place with stab wounds and stuff. The show had already flipped over to a commercial. A woman excitedly shook a bottle of salad dressing. Oh, right. Not kohee-kun, but a character she liked. I figured it out. The woman excitedly shook a bottle of salad dressing, like the world had just lost one of its brightest stars.
Okay, you're kind of creeping me out. Oh, how about you're super cute when you cry? Oh, what do I do?
It doesn't matter. My life is over. I wailed, tears running show my cheeks. Yep, tears running show my cheeks. Ren was clearly flustered as she comforted me, but at the same time, she seemed to be enjoying my suffering. Well, alright. After what happened, I couldn't ask anything about earlier in the day. Morning would come no matter the pain of the night before. I still had my job, and the world would still be turning tomorrow. It was almost cruel in its impartiality. Like, I know if I committed seppuku, the world would keep turning, but it shouldn't do that for my husbandos. I closed my eyes, the lids laden with a darker color than usual. My eyes still stung from crying.
Huh? Akro, did you do your makeup differently?
No, I just
Oh wait,
can't-
no, those are just the bags.
Damn it, you beat me by 1 second.
Yep.
Ren suddenly popped in my face as I stooped down to leave the garbage out on the collection point. I had some bags to cover, like you said, but I guess you couldn't just keep that information to yourself and had to tell it to the neighbors.
Yep. You should use a highlighter then, not make your eyeshadow darker.
Why would I use a highlighter? I'm not paper. She reached out to touch beneath my eyes as she spoke, but I straightened up to avoid her hand and tucked my hair behind my ear with forced casualness. By the way, Ren, yesterday, I saw you with someone who looked just like you. Did we run into each other? Or I saw someone who looked just like you.
What's this about? Is that a pickup line?
Pickup? Obviously not. I would only use a pickup line on Kohee-kun. Had I given away that I was spying on her yesterday? I rushed to make excuses, but Ren didn't seem to care at all. Instead, she clung to my arm with a smile.
If I saw you, I'd obviously come say hi to you. Duh.
I ran away before she could spot me, but I couldn't say that.
Anyway, notice anything?
She leaned in closer, looking at me with her big brown eyes. Her skin was smooth and gloss shone on her slightly pouty lips.
I guess you wouldn't.
Is she testing me? I swear to God we've had this conversation.
I don't remember.
I'm having major deja vu right now. Because you've also said that before. I swear to God, I'm having big deja vu. Ugh. I don't like that.
I know that feel.
Yeah, this is like... Ooh. Anyway. Was she trying to get me to prove she was cheating? I racked my brain for a response, but in the end I'd settle for just heading to work. Bye, bitch. Work mode. Activated. The tap of my fingers on the keyboard echoed through the stillness. I scrolled through the feed, running my eyes quickly over the text. Meetups, events. I guess her life isn't so different than an otaku's. I slipped out of bed, leaving Ren fast asleep, and came into the dining room to search for the other woman. Not that I really care. I'm just concerned she's getting involved with someone who's bad news. Right, I'm just acting in her interest, like a responsible adult should. This is me acting as her mom. And her making excuses to my... So she's aware of their excuses. Making excuses to myself, I continued searching the net. Ren had mentioned it was hard to meet other girls, so I should be able to pin down where she'd met this other woman. Oh, there's an official website for this event. Seems like some big IRL meetup. I'd been to such IRL meetups before. I knew there were good places to meet people. If you were into that. I met plenty of people at them myself. IRL meetups. Although, only to fellow nerd friends, of course. There's even a promotional video for this IRL meetup. Thinking unusual for these events, these IRL meetups have video. I followed the link. Huh? Isn't this a nightclub? What's with these... they're kissing, but they're both girls. Scantily clad women were dancing in what appeared to be a club. One bikini-clad girl was kissing another's chest. Every scene was new and shocking to me. I couldn't look away, though. Hold on. Ren goes to things like this? And I care? Some of the girls in the video look pretty young. Worry bloomed in my chest to think of Ren at such a place. Yeah, worry. I'm not at all getting excited by this. Ren's really cute, so I bet she's really popular, and I bet all kinds of girls were doing this. Oh, damn it! I imagined Ren surrounded by women. It made me uncomfortable, but I could totally see it happening. As I looked into it further, I found that these gay events were generally held in Shinjuku called Nichome.
Damn.
It wasn't far from here. Maybe she met that other woman at one of these gay events. If I went to one of them...
God, I can just hear the repression in her voice. Just, God.
Maybe I would meet her too. I closed my laptop, resolved to visit this gay district for myself.
Why would you go? For yourself? It makes no sense. What is this logic?
My way home from work, just before 7 p.m., I made my way through the plaza in front of Shinjuku Station's east exit and crossed over the main road. I was soon among the gay bars of downtown. But they really don't. You gotta split these up among the gay clubs and bars of downtown. But we'll never know. It was past the department store, somewhere around here, where I can enact my flawless and totally justified plan. As I followed the direction of the map app, I started to see the signs I was looking for. I peered into one doorway that said, "Gay," but the place didn't seem to be open yet. Oh, it's more normal than I was expecting. I thought that gay people they would just be different, but they're normal. Sure, I'd seen several gay couples walking around, but other than that place, didn't seem to... Pooch, stop here. Interrupt you. Pooch! I'm trying to think.
1 sec.
I'm already confused enough. Other than that place, didn't
What if
seem
your dog is homophobic?
much different in the other downtown area. Having said that, most places were still closed. Guess I'm early. Well, I never really went out to bars or clubs. Had at least a vague idea of what nightlife entailed. It was probably the same here. Women only. Silver finger. Oh my. For the time being, I decided to kill some time in a bookshop Sheena recommended to me. Apparently they specialized in gay books and magazines. Come to think of it, I wonder how Sheena knew about it. Oh no. Have I been surrounded by lesbos this entire time? Sheena was even more into this stuff than me. So, she's probably talking about Fujo things more than girls love things. Oh, my eyes itchy. Says you must have come across it before. It took me only a few minutes to reach my destination, and I quickly stepped inside.
Welcome.
The white-bearded man
Oh.
greeted me in a very cheerful and feminine voice.
Welcome.
Before returning to his work at the register. He sounded many years younger than he looked, and also like a different sex. Looking around, I saw that the contents of the store were different to your average bookstore. I wonder if Ren buys stuff here, although I can't imagine her reading romance. Amanda's sorry.
Now it's female customer. No, I'm sorry.
I must have become unsteady on my feet as I gazed at the shelves of manga with pretty women on the covers. I don't know why, but suddenly I'm feeling all lightheaded and confused. I apologize to the customer I'd blundered into, and busied myself by picking up a book off the shelf. This is that Yuri genre, right? Oh, this art is really cute. I stared at a delicate illustration of two girls kissing. I took in the cover and the blurb, but still wasn't quite sure what to make of it. So I turned to the shelf. I just don't understand. As I did so, my eyes met those of the woman beside me. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Homos, am I right?
God.
Suddenly feeling awkward, I turned and made my way quickly out of the store. Once I was outside, I stood in the cool night breeze, shoulders trembling slightly. Oh, I wonder if I handled that interaction all right.
God, she's so far in the closet she's about to find Narnia, I swear to God.
What was I doing? Turning my gaze upward, I saw the dark night sky peeking through the dark night. Batman peeking through in squares between the blinding buildings. I'm so confused. Glittering with tiny pinpoints of starlight. Oh man, it was beautiful. Like those women on the covers, kissing and fondling each other.
Maybe this is Ren. The sky's pretty tonight, isn't it?
This is also known as. Oh wait, no. The moon is beautiful.
The moon.
Is the other I love you thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought that's what they're going for. Is Akaru about to have a fucking one night stand?
I'm hoping it's just a conversation with someone else who's a lesbian.
Huh. Oh, you're in the store. Startled by the sudden voice, I turned in its direction and recognized the woman from the bookstore. She was around the same height as me, although slightly taller in heels.
Well, you caught my eye back there and kind of giggled awkwardly and then ran out, so I wondered if you were hitting on me, and then I thought, oh wow, she's really professed, huh? And so I thought I'd check on you.
No, I'm not that. I was just... homos. Confused, I took a step back, but the woman simply leaned in further toward me.
You know, that really isn't the pickup line you think it is. Homos, am I right? And then running away.
Oh man, she's way in my personal space. Her eyes glowed under the neon signs. Overwhelmed by the intensity of her gaze, I held her back with both hands. I'm not like that. I'm only interested in 2D males. I cut myself off. I'm normal. Those were the words I'd been about to say. But there was something wrong with them.
Wow. Love that self-awareness.
Yeah, first Ren realizing maybe she should get to know the person before she wants to marry them. And now Akaru realizing that she's probably not as straight as she thought she was, and also might have not great views on
people are like, wow, is that some internal homophobia I was having there?
Something like, what was that? See, did you ever watch, shoot, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Season 2 on Netflix of the superhero show of the family of the kids. Has Elliot Page and...
Oh, Umbrella Academy.
Yes, season 2 of Umbrella Academy. It's like when Klaus gets beat up by the uncle of his boyfriend or whatever. He's like, well, that guy's clearly...
Hold on. I have not seen season 2 yet.
Oh, never mind then. Oops. My bad. Very vague spoiler. But
yeah,
Klaus is like, okay, so this
Klaus
guy's
gets
clearly
beat up,
closeted.
but Klaus always gets beat up.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
But that does sound like something, like a joke anyway. Like, I would make, like, wow, someone's repressed.
Yeah. If I said that, it would mean this woman in front of me was not normal. I actually had this whole delusion.
Yeah, she had a pretty gay thought there.
Science babies and everything.
Let's get matching toothbrushes. I'll be pink, so I guess maybe you can be blue.
You know, this is reminding me of those random delusions that Tomoya has about Tsunohara. When, like, Tsunohara says, like, something vaguely like homoerotic, and then Tomoya's like, imagining, I want to run around on the beach with you, wearing only our underwear. It just, like, makes a wild...
Wait, Clannad?
Yes, with Clannad.
Oh, man, it's been a minute.
Somehow, I felt that word could split mine and Ren's world in two, with me being the normal, good Christian girl, and Ren being the raging lesbian that she is. I'm sorry, I was just in there for the books before. I just like to watch.
Oh, I see. Sorry for getting the wrong idea.
Then when we take a step back, smiling slightly, her heels clacked loudly against the concrete.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Girlfriend. Yeah. I just... What? Just what? I have a roommate? A fiance? A daughter?
I really want her to say roommate, and then just have the lady be like, "Oh,
I mean, I already
right."
yeah, I already asked if you were hitting on me, but okay. You can use the coded language if you want. No, I just have a noisy, lucky, stubborn roommate with a thing for me. That's all. Nothing. I'm still not normal, but not the same as her. Oh, God.
Shame.
I felt something in my chest ache as a woman put her finger to her lips. The gesture reminded me of Ren. But this girl was different. She had long, slender fingers and thinner lips, similar silky smooth skin and nice hair. What is happening to me? I'm sorry, I should go. I flashed the woman a smile before saying, "Homos, am I right?" And then taking my leave again. I felt bad, but at that moment, I wanted nothing more than to get home to where Ren was waiting for me. I don't know why, though. Right. I'll just ask Ren about that other woman. This is probably what I should have done to start with, but I've been really confused lately. Usually I didn't let Ren know when I was on my way home. After all, it was my goddamn house. But today, I decided to send her a message. It was only short, a simple, "I'm on my way home." Tadaima,
Oh, welcome home.
or as they say in Nippon, welcome home. Ren came rushing up to me the moment I opened the front door. The smell of soy sauce followed her. Oh, did you cook?
Yep, it's just simmering.
I've been cooking more lately. It was rare for her to do everything herself from scratch. Curious as to what it contained, I lifted the lid from the bubbling pot and peered inside. Chicken hot pot. The chicken leg was on the bone was cooking in a soy sauce base.
I'm like really trying to take care of my skin lately, and apparently chicken's good for it.
She showed me her phone, which was open to a page on a recipe site with the title, "Make your skin glow with this low-calorie, collagen-rich chicken stew." Her skin was already glowing, but yeah, you don't need to be worrying about this at your age. You're pretty good.
No, come on, you can do it. I mean, you've got to get started on this stuff while you're young. And I'm gonna be showing more skin in summer.
Who? To whom? I mean, Ren explained to me enthusiastically. She was already plenty pretty, though. It seems she had her sights set on higher goals. Oh man, if she gets even prettier, what is that gonna do to me?
Plus,
She paused for a beat, looking up at me. She looked a little annoyed for some reason, and I tilted my head curiously.
you have such nice skin. Alright, Ren, calm down.
At least she's honest. One, too honest with herself. The other, not
Yeah.
honest enough.
Yeah, they are literally opposite ends of the spectrum. I watch you sleep every day, and you're so pretty. Your skin is, like, so smooth. It's like you don't even have pores.
Why the heck are you watching me sleep? Creepy.
I mean, you'd get it if you saw yourself. You're, like, so cute and pretty.
She was angrily shouting compliments at me, which was confusing, and for my part, I didn't know whether to be embarrassed or annoyed. Your skin's plenty nice as it is.
Oh, right, check this out. I went to the spa the other day. With what
Spa?
money? Oh, wait, she does have a part-time job. Yeah, feel.
She got hold of my hand and brought it to her cheek, running it over her skin. I just felt her smooth skin beneath my fingertips.
Oh.
What?
Nice. I was just gonna say it's a kind of a nice detail. I think she's wearing the nail polish, like the pink and white. I think that was what the colors were, right?
Yeah. I felt her smooth skin beneath my fingertips. The sensation must have tickled her because she squirmed slightly. I don't know why else she'd be nuzzling her cheek into my hand further.
It's all smooth.
Uh-huh. My breath hitched. I quickly pulled my hand back and turned away. I was close. Close to what? I didn't know, but close to something. Yeah, felt like I was on the edge of my sanity there. It's like I'd been sleeping and was about to be wakened by something. I just don't get it. All I know is that I definitely didn't want to do that for any longer than I just did. Yep, seems like the spa treatment worked. The SPA treatment worked. Hang on. Am I confusing words? What is SPA? Spa? Something clicked in my head. That's not how you spell it. Also, what's spa?
Oh, that's where she went.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, I don't know what the lesbian equivalent would be, but you remember that scene in Fantasy High with Rog when the bad kids were like all talking to him, like, oh, so have you been having dreams about dating lately? He's like, yeah, like, and what happens in those dreams? Well, he's a centaur, right? And I'm like riding him like on this bed, and then like, but there weren't any like places to like, you know, grab him because he's a horse, right? So I kind of have to just like position myself like around, like get all up in there, and then put my hands like just right kind of on his chest. It's just like it just went on and on, and then they finally just like sends him like a little thought, like, I think you're gay, dude. Like that is, I cannot wait for the gay dreams.
And she's already having like delusions in the middle of the day.
Right.
About having science babies, so they can't be far away.
Yup.
I knew it. I swear I'd seen Ren with the other woman. The alarm on Ren's phone rang and she turned off the stove.
What? You want to go? I'll refer you. A friend from middle school works there. She's really good.
Say, did you see her there this past Wednesday?
Obs? I always go to her. So it's a friend from middle school? But she looked 23, 24?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. How long are people in Japan in college? Tell.
Like 22, 23?
I was like, as if like Ren's maybe in like her last year or something. I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Like, but that is, or Akaru could have just gotten the age wrong.
Yeah, that's possible too. It's not like it was confirmed. It was just her guess.
Ren babbled on happily, convinced that I was interested in going to the spa. Of course, I knew that wasn't actually a spa, but a pleasure putty factory.
You know, I think I bumped into her in town that day and we headed over together.
To say the mystery was all to be an exaggeration, but it seemed at least that everything I thought I saw had been a misunderstanding. I'm not confused at all anymore. I should know better than anyone that people go to hotels for plenty of things other than that. Why did I immediately worry that Ren was doing that with some other girl? I just don't get it. Restaurants and spas were given, and some hotels even had doctor's clinics.
So you like going to the spa too, Akaru?
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have a female masseuse rub their hands all over you and work out kinks in your system you didn't realize were there. Wait a minute. Aside, feeling like all the strength had drained from my body, I didn't seem to notice anything as she chattered on.
I was always so jelly of my friend who works there. She's like so cute and pretty and nice.
Oh, same as me. I guess you just describe everyone that way. Wait, why am I sad? Oh, I just don't get it. She smiled to herself. I wanted to believe that the slight dejection I felt at the sight of that smile meant nothing. So I did. End scene.
Jesus Christ.
About a month had passed since Ren moved in. I still don't get it. I adjusted your pressure.
I really need progress to happen. Game. Isn't this game only supposed to be like 4 hours long or something?
To be fair, there is the sequel thing, so maybe that one makes up for a lot. I would.
Oh god, there's a sequel.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm calling it that. I'm not sure.
That means they don't make any progress in this one.
Yeah, it probably ends on the confession, and then the next one might be the makeup. We'll see. Whoops.
Fingers crossed.
I'd adjusted to her presence, and we now spent a lot of time together, not just in the house. In fact, it felt like she'd always been there. Like, she was the missing part of me. That's kind of weird, isn't it? I didn't think I was overthinking it. But why did I feel like my life had been incomplete before she came around? I just don't get it. I mean, we were just roommates. This poor girl. This poor girl.
Oh, God.
I know we joked about the kissing without consent, but she really needs a grog up in... Or not a grog, sorry, wrong character. Gorgug up in here. To wake her up.
In which case?
Isn't Gorgug the one who kissed... What's his face?
Rogue. Oh, okay. But that was like, he had already like realized after that, I think.
No, I think that was what he was panicking like in the moment. Like, I'm doing this for my best friend who's male. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I really care about my best friend. And then Gorga kissed him and he was like, oh.
No. I think it was more like that was to get him to go on their side. Like he was.
I don't think so. I think it was like he was repeatedly telling himself that he was doing all this for his friend. Well, no, you're right in the sense that like they didn't want to hurt him because they knew he had good intentions. Mm-hmm. He was only doing it for the Homecoming King as his best bud, who he also was very clearly in love with romantically. But I don't think he had really been aware of it until Gorga kissed him. Which was so fucking
probably. It's only because I remember him going like, I got kissed on prom. So that's, I think that he was more like already in it, but like.
That one's on YouTube,
I don't know.
right? We could probably find that one. Either way.
Probably.
There's a thing that happened, and then. What's a Fantasy High finale? Let's just see. Finale. That's how you spell finale. And then fucking Brennan was, yeah, I'll have to post this and see you later. Fucking Brennan was like, I can't believe you've done this before, you've kissed Zelda.
Yeah!
I very much remember that because I was like, same, Brennan. Anyway. Good times for later.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll just read this then we'll search it later. It's already booked up.
So it is. How about the next showing?
Okie dokie. I don't want to waste our date.
It's not a date. Or as they say in Nippon, deto. Stepping away from the poster displaying the movie schedules, I rejoined Ren. Just then, my phone vibrated in my bag. Sorry, let me get this.
Oh, sure.
Putting my phone to my ear, I stepped away for some privacy. A familiar voice traveled down the line. Oh, hey Shino. Yeah, did you watch Honey Boy last night? Man, that came out of left field. I said this isn't a date, so you can't get mad at me. Gee. What? Really? Arika, thanks. The way that artist draws Kohee-kun is so good. So it makes me fall in love with him all over again. God, he really is all I need. Yeah. The event's first come, first serve. And I got a ticket, but when I stopped by Kamedarake, I found this amazing Miyasasa book that I just knew you'd love.
Hey, Akaru, are you done yet?
Ren, who'd been sitting on the bench messing around boredly on her phone, looked at me with impatience. I told you should go check out some stores. Go on, have fun. After all, I'm just your mom. I responded, covering the mic so Shino couldn't hear. Ren just pouted even more sulkily.
But we're on a date! I want to do stuff with you!
I told you, as they say in Nippon, no dato. It was hardly a date. We were just killing time before watching a movie. Even so, Ren seemed annoyed that I was on the phone with Shino. I just don't understand.
And you seem to be having so much more fun talking with Shino. Do you, have a thing for her?
As Ren fixed me with an accusing glare, I heard Shino laughing down the phone. What just happened?
I was doing her laugh. Shino laughing over the phone,
Oh. That was way too real. I don't know what I was doing on there.
I am nothing if not a method actor.
Seriously. Yeah.
Did you watch Connor's voice actor video?
Which one?
He spent the day as Japan, he spent the day following along
he went to
training
spent
school
day with a real voice actor or something in the thumbnail.
Yeah, but in Japan, but it was him going through the school, the training facility, and dubbing over lines. It was he went through the whole process in a couple days of becoming a voice actor from school to industry. But that's why the video was an hour long, if I remember right. But it was just really funny. He banked on that compliment. It was the thing that he was thankfully laughing is universal. So
I was surprised he wasn't I have to pretend to laugh at my friends' jokes all the time.
Oh no. That'd have been sad.
Behind you. I'm sorry.
What did he say? No, Shino, ignore that.
Knew it.
Okay, fine. I'm hanging up. Annoyed by Ren's weird accusations, I apologized to Shino and ended the call. Once I was done, Ren regarded me with even more suspicion.
That time when we went out for food together, you were totally leaving me out. And you're always going places together. Are you sure you weren't dating?
I told you a million times, Shino's just a friend. We're not even roommates. We just like to talk about gay boys together. Ever since their study session, Red had some weird feud going on with Shino and was constantly questioning our relationship at every turn, despite there being absolutely nothing like that between us. Oh my fucking god. This girl is so... She is so... How long has she been lying to herself? How long?
She has no sense of self-preservation either.
I mean, we did kiss as a joke when we were younger, but that was ages ago. I mean, you know, girls just do that, right?
I'm sorry. You kissed her?
You must have kissed your friends before too, right? It's just a thing that friends do.
Honey.
It doesn't mean anything. As long as they're girls, it's fine.
Honey.
I mean, She seemed like that kind of girl. She's a Gyaru.
Wow!
I must have been on the mark because she clenched her teeth in annoyance. That's obviously what this means. This time I'm not confused.
It's different when it's with someone you have feelings for.
And I told you, I don't have feelings for Shino, so I can kiss her if I want to. I don't think she'd appreciate you saying this either.
I heard her laughing on the other line. I think she appreciated it. Then what are you?
An idiot sandwich? I told you we're just friends and we sometimes kiss.
Just friends don't have long-ass phone combos like that and lying each other eat constantly.
Oops.
And also kiss.
Okay, I'm safe.
What?
Wasn't Ren? Oh, I was just like me thinking all the times that I randomly spam you with stuff and or make you sit on long phone calls with me. But it's fine.
Fair enough.
Because we never kissed when we were younger as a joke.
Yes, this is true.
Wasn't Ren always on the phone with her friends for hours on end? Hypocrite. So Shino's my otaku friend, which means we're like comrades. We made it through so many events together, cried over so many anime together, made BL Dojin together. That's what we are.
Well, that's what we are, except we never cried over BL Dojin together. Or made BL Dojin together, I mean. Okay, I didn't understand a word of that, but I know
Exactly.
I'm pissed off.
That's because you're not like us. You can't sit with us at lunch because you're the girl who bullied me from sitting at her with lunch. The words just slipped out, but I meant them. Ren wasn't like us, and how she lived or how she was interacting with her friends, which is why we probably weren't ever going to see eye to eye on this or get married.
Whatevs.
She muttered.
Well, why didn't you go off with Shino then?
Right. Not even a suggestion, she was just grumbling. That somehow made perfect sense. I suddenly felt like I needed a break, an adventure, a vacay. This is the first time I've had clear thoughts in years. I mean months, that have felt like years. Maybe that's a good idea.
Oh my god. Okay, I was kidding. What?
Well, what are the consequences of our own actions?
Yep.
It's a long weekend next week, and there's this pilgrimage I've been wanting to do.
What now?
I'll see if Shino's free.
Hey, wait a sec!
Oh my god, Rakaru, please, she's already dead.
I know.
Ignoring Ren's protest, I pulled out my phone. Now that I'd made the decision, I was already starting to get excited. This was the perfect opportunity to take the Kensho pilgrimage. I know we just hung up, but I was gonna call it right back.
Akaru, you said you'd take me to Disneyland!
I never said that. I left Ren's extremely made-up complaints go in one ear and out the other as I listened to the other familiar dire tone, waiting for Shino to pick up. Oh my god.
Wow. I'm okay. I really feel bad for Ren in this situation. like that's kind of just cruel.
These creators dared ask the question, what if two useless lesbians, but one of them were closeted, got together? What would happen? These are the results.
Yeah, it's just sad.
This is the street. Oh wow, it really has all those Jizo statues. Amazing. This is where kohee-kun left his dumpling as an offering.
The characters feel so much more real when you're at their holy spots. See, the only thing, what I'm expecting from this situation is that she actually misses her. Like, this is, they say space makes the heart fonder, or whatever, time apart makes the heart fonder. I don't know.
Makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes, that. So that's what I'm hoping for in this situation. If not, this is literally just gonna be. This is just. This is
Nah,
just
she's
gonna
just
be.
gonna realize how much she loves her husband.
I
And
know.
it's going to take her back at least a year of progress.
Or it will be a
What I-
mixture of, why do I feel like I miss Ren? I just don't understand. Maybe it's just because she likes to ask questions about my husbando because she talked about wanting to understand my interests or something. And I like telling her about it. Yeah, it's probably just that.
What I don't want is Ren just showing up because she's like lonely or something. As much as I would understand it.
Yeah. I mean, we're about to find out, but I do wonder if she's tagging along just to be like, I'm showing interest in your hobbies. It'd be great if you could, like, return the favor and try to learn more about me. Well, we'll see. With how these two have been so far, things aren't looking great.
Nope.
Gina was using her SLR camera to snap shots of everything. She mostly did photography at live events, but today she was gathering reference materials.
But why do you suddenly want to come here? It's from the old SSRs, not the new illustrations.
Oh, Ren just kind of put the idea in my head. She was yelling at me at the mall and was like, why don't you go spend time with Shino? So I was like, oh, good idea. And then I did.
Oh god. I'm gonna end up in a ditch somewhere.
Why do I hear boss music?
Yeah.
I mean, I just figured, why not? I put my hands together in prayer, like Kohee-kun had done in the SSR image. With my eyes closed, I swore I could feel his presence behind me. Meanwhile, Ren sneaking.
Nope, it was just Ren.
Yeah.
I know.
With a knife,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yes.
Oh, you are quite devoted, Akuru. Now, which one is for me?
Kohee-kun, no. Those are offerings. I mean, you are my god, but... I reached my hand out to an empty space. Kohee-kun would definitely pick an offering off the altar. That cheeky side of him was part of his appeal. Even though he was an older gentleman, he was still so kiddish sometimes.
I was worried, but it looks like it's business as usual with her. I was worried I was gonna end up dead, but it looks like for now she's just chilling.
I knew it was the right decision to pick a place with an onsen. I slumped into my chair, my body heavy with a pleasant fatigue. I only put together the trip a week earlier, but we managed to visit 4 spots from both Kensho and the anime I was currently watching. It's crazy how anime and Nippon, like, reflect each other. It's been great fun, and I felt mentally refreshed. That breeze feels good. The breeze blowing in through the window was so cool against my cheek, which was still hot from the soak in the onsen.
Ah-chan, your phone's ringing, and guess who?
No. If it's not you calling me, I don't care.
Okay, please, I'm gonna die.
Shino's voice pulled me back just as I was nodding off. Peeking my phone up from the side table, I saw a familiar name on the screen. Ren. I'll just call her back after a nap.
Why do I hear boss music? It's getting louder.
Oh, fine. I pressed the accept call button, and a second later I heard Ren's voice.
Akuru? Hi.
What do you want? Is something wrong? And by that, of course, I mean, what's up? Is something wrong?
I just wanted to hear your voice. I mean, never mind.
Okay, bye.
Wait, how's the trip?
She chatted like normal, maybe even more excitable than usual, with no trace of anger or sulkiness she displayed before I left on the trip. I just don't get why she was so angry when I told her about the trip I was taking with Shino, after she told me to take a trip with Shino.
So you're going to places that feature an anime. Where did you go today?
Ren rarely displayed such an interest in my hobbies.
X2 doubt, girl.
Feeling encouraged, I thought back on all the places we cycled around that day. Alright, first we went to the Edo-Kyoto highway that's featured in Kensho. Then, we went along the school route from Honey Boy. After that, we went to this Shamo Chicken restaurant. It's not a holy spot, but it's so perfect for the characters. Shamo Chicken was Kohee-kun's favorite thing in the world. Plus, even the crest of the restaurant we visited today fit kohee-kun to a T. Oh, my phone's photo album had been at capacity before I knew it. That place was so good. Wish I could go there with kohee-kun. I was almost lost in thoughts when I noticed a strange noise coming through the phone. What was that? Is someone clapping? At the same time, Shino stood up beside me. I moved back slightly in surprise, but she spoke before I could.
Put me on.
Huh?
This is painful.
Before I could react, she already snatched the phone from my hands. She folded her arms, turned it back to me, and spoke sharply to Ren.
What could you be up to?
Shino, what are you doing?
Trying to get Achan's location out of her at this point is a low move, even for you.
Clapping. Is she trying to figure out, like, where to meet her or something?
Yeah, I guess
What is that?
the nearest hotel, but I don't know what the clapping means.
Yeah. I almost thought I was gonna be like, are you banging someone on the phone to try and get back at me? Are you slapping someone's ass cheeks right now? Or clapping someone's ass cheeks?
What?
Yes, exactly.
Get out, Shino!
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Putting something in and out of butts. I could faintly hear Ren's voice through the speaker. I couldn't make out what she was saying, but she sounded angry.
If you want to know, try using the power of love. You might want to watch some TV. What's that supposed to mean? Hey!
Could I have my phone back?
Oh, you're so impatient, Akaru.
You're driving me crazy. Ren would never do this. I made a swipe for the phone, and Shino fell back against the wall. My hand slammed against the wall with a loud thud. Oh no.
Oh my gosh,
Did
this
they
is just
Kabe
Kabe down.
Yep. You can't commandeer people's phone conversations.
Oh, she hung up. I think she could sense the Kabe down.
The phone had already gone black. I was going to call back until I noticed a tiny scratch on the edge of my case, and my hand froze. You scratched the case! Oh, I only have 2 more Makawa cases left.
Oops, sorry, Achan. Okay, 1 scratch isn't the end of the world.
It is if it's a husbando scratch.
Whatever.
The 2-day trip flew by. Okay, that was random as fuck. Alright. Yeah, I just don't get it. But for real this time. The 2-day trip flew by. In the afternoon of our second day, we arrived at the cafe that was on a stop on our snack/holy spot pilgrimage. Oh, amazing. Even the menu's the same.
It's used as a generic backdrop in a lot of events, so I bet tons of Kencho fans come here.
Looking around, I saw that, sure enough, at the table next to... At the next table, 2 girls with Ita bags were enjoying a parfait. That's weird. There's a swirly straw between them with a heart? Why are they feeding each other? I just don't get it. Anyway, you're right. Seeing the 2 chattering girls' phone parfait? God, I'm so confused. But at the same time, I have an idea. More like a suggestion.
Achan, we're not sharing a parfait.
Wait a second. Maybe... Waiting for my idea into action, I pulled out my phone. I hadn't opened the app in months, but now the familiar opening tune brought everything back. If we're here, in the Holy Land, maybe the characters will help bring some others home.
Oh, I thought you'd quit that mobbage. I don't know what mobbage
It
means.
might be Mobage or something. Let's see. Cause the mobile game. This is what it's the katakana and what mono is. I'll throw it in with voice chat. I think it's Mobage. Like mobile game or whatever, so.
Oh, mobile game, probably.
I didn't quit. I was just taking a break. I would never abandon my husbandos. Yeah, just taking a break. It's not like I was bored of the game or anything. Making excuses to myself, I made my way through the screens. It's like coming home. So Akaru just lies to herself about everything.
Sure seems that way. Knock yourself out, but I
Are
don't
we
think
just
even
supposed to have a rom-com if a character is honest with themselves? It doesn't make sense.
if Vodokoi can do it, then some other shows can probably.
Come close.
Yeah, I don't know. As I was saying it, I was trying to think of another anime that isn't Vodokoi, but I drew a blank. I also just don't watch that many rom-coms. Yeah, no, I still got it. Knock yourself out, but something Gabe clicked. Knock yourself out, but I don't think even the power of a holy spot is gonna make a dent in your bad luck.
Don't say that. Alright, I feel like this will work. Okay, here it goes. RNGesus, please. Channeling my baseless confidence into my fingertips, I tap the gacha screen. The next instant, a rainbow effect I'd never seen before. My entire time with the game filled the screen. Huh? What? Limited SSR?
Huh. I would die if Ren just showed up around the corner. Yeah.
Shino calmly sipped on her tea, looking disinterested. In contrast, I'd leaped to my feet, drawing stares from the cafe. But I was so overjoyed I didn't care. Isn't this amazing? Oh, it's Makoto-kun. OMG, he's so cute! Man, to be honest, I've been kinda gone off it since the rhythm game stuff was too hard and I had to pump so much into it, but I can't believe he's come home now. Oh, the power of the holy spot is formidable.
Right. The power of the holy spot. Just making dead-on eye contact with Ren behind her.
Oh man, I can't believe it. I'm finally happy. Now that the original burst of endorphins has subsided, I slowly back down. Feeling embarrassed by my outburst, I try to act nonchalantly. Whew. Man, this is great. So this is what happiness feels like. Yeah, this was great. I'm happy. This has to be what happiness is. I took a gulp of my melon soda as I continued the mantra to myself. Yeah, it's fun standing and chasing after my husbandos. When I pull them, it's worth the time and money and effort I put into it. It makes me happy. This is what happiness feels like.
It sustains me. By the way, how have things with Ren been lately?
Why would you say that name?
Huh?
Oh, okay. Not bad, huh?
My hand reflexively tightened around my phone. At the same time, I heard a noise from the customer behind me. But when I turned around, they quickly hid their face behind the menu.
Oh my god.
I just don't get it.
I was wondering why the sudden desire for a trip. Did something happen between you two?
The reality I'd been trying to avoid was suddenly shoved into my face. I'd known what I was doing from the start. Really? Well, look at you. Which is exactly why I didn't want to go there. I guess you could say that. I trailed off.
When you go home after this trip, it'll just be you and her again.
Maybe I just won't go home.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, there's no time like the present.
You really do pick up on every little thing.
Oh, it helps when people are just so obvious about it. And it comes from being a conspiracy nut.
A conspiracy nut, huh? Must be that latter part. I'm not obvious about anything. When it came to husbandos, I couldn't shut up. But I didn't know where to start when it came to a topic like this. After thinking on it for a moment, I managed to squeeze out a few words. Listen, don't act shocked at what I'm about to tell you. I had this huge revelation. I think Ren, like, really likes me.
Okay, thank God.
Shino's like, oh no, I have to be the character or the player stand-in now.
No shit, Sherlock. You're just coming to that conclusion now? God, you dumb bitch.
Well, I guess. Although, I knew it wasn't entirely true. There was still a chance that Ren didn't actually like me.
Okay. Are you sure you weren't aware from the beginning? Cause, like, I know you're oblivious, but that's just...
But we're both girls. I mean, I thought there was a small chance that perhaps it wasn't impossible. That maybe I was aware. It's just that recently I've started to feel like things can't keep going like this. The background music in the cafe stopped playing. In the silence, I could hear the person at the table behind me breathing.
Chan.
I do think Ren's cute, but... Shino, what if I'm not as straight as I thought I was? I caught myself off. I don't feel right to talk about such feelings here, in the holy land of my husbando.
Oh my gosh.
He still takes priority. It would be insulting to him to think that maybe I was... lesbian?
Oh my god.
We could talk about this later. I mean, gay people, it's probably just a phase. Hey, look over there. Isn't that Makoto-kun's seat?
That's not...
I stood up to get away from the conversation, and as I did, I heard a voice. In the seat behind me, a girl with shiny blonde hair was peeking out from behind a menu. Wait a second. I left to get away from this, and I left to get away from the conversation, and now I'm at the Oh no. Ren?
You were just about to spill the beans.
What are you doing here? How did you even know where I never told you.
Oh, through the power of love, baby.
Rabu? What the hell? Or I could ask her what that was supposed to mean. Shino interjected. Love? But we're both girls.
Okay, can you be more specific?
If you haven't noticed, she's an idiot.
Yeah.
You said to watch TV, so I checked what we had recorded at home. I watched all the anime Akira had saved and then did some searching.
Huh? You said that to her? I didn't recall Shino saying something in a meaningful tone when she'd taken the phone from me. It seemed Ren had taken that hint and run with it all the way here. Wait a minute. You can pick up on hints and do things with them?
So you heard us flirting yesterday and came rushing over.
Wait, we were flirting?
Well, you were talking about, like, being impatient and not being able to wait and stuff. And you were being totally lewd.
Lewd? What are you talking about?
Oh, I did go hard on her yesterday.
I will murder you, bitch. What the hell?
No. You're just having a little argument. A powwow. It seemed Ren had come all the way here based on a misunderstanding, which had caused her to become suspicious of my relationship with Shino. That's weird. She's usually so approving of it.
So I got the wrong idea, as usual.
Isn't that obvious? I mean, everything's so clear to me. Ren's face flushed scarlet. She put a hand to her hot cheek and looked away peevishly.
I literally became an anime nerd for this.
It's called an otaku.
Oh, that's great. You know more about Achan.
The more I looked into that guy she likes, like stands or whatever, the more depressed I got. I'm nothing like him.
Yeah, that must have been rough.
Oh, you were just worst.
Ren and Shino glared at one another like I wasn't even there. I really felt like they were fighting over a lover. I felt incredibly uncomfortably wedged between them. I mean, I wasn't the lover they were fighting over, so why am I in the middle?
Oh God! I see. The biggest plot was to be if Shino actually did care, like love her, and was just feeling friend zoned or whatever. I mean, I don't think that's the case.
I think
but
Shino's just taking the piss at Ren's expense.
yeah, I think she's just a gremlin.
Yeah. Oh.
Chaotic neutral, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. Is that why I pulled that SSR back then? Not because God loves me? I sighed deeply at the realization that praying wasn't working out for me. The background music would come back on, playing the theme tune of the famous sports movie. I just don't get it. Why were these two fighting? I lightly stepped on the accelerator as we rounded the curve, leaning into the motion. You should nap too, Shino.
Chan.
Scenery flew by outside the windows, and the purr of the engine reverberated through the car. The fading sunlight shone in through the glass like a kaleidoscope. Huh. A rainbow. In the rearview mirror, I could see Ren in the back seat, fast asleep and dreaming peacefully. The rainbow was kind of playing around on her chest.
You want to continue our conversation from earlier?
We have to. Yeah, Shino's like taking the piss, but also like kind of trying to get them together. I feel like it's just that Ren is not quite seeing it that way, and Akaru, well, is physically incapable of connecting the dots.
Yes. She is so far in denial.
Since the sun had set, the lights from the cars lit up the highway even brighter than in the daytime. Now, though, the buildings towering on either side were dark.
Alright, do you like Ren? Like, I'm just gonna come out and ask.
I don't know. I mean, if I had to choose between dislike or like...
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
That fucking trigger, honestly. Yeah, so annoying.
Like, oh, okay. What was the? Is that just the go-to? Like, that's been in like every manga, every rom-com manga. Okay, because I was trying to think of the specific one, and then I was just like, every name.
Yeah, all the fucking time, and it's also in like. Not necessarily even in like main couples, but it's like side couple shit too, where like a love interest gets asked out by like someone else that's like not a main character, and they're like, oh, I don't know, and then that person's like, well, if you had to choose between disliking or liking me, then like which one would it be then? And they're like, fucking goddamn Japanese people, and not being able to just slam down people and be like, fuck off. And also people not being able to take a hint. And also mangaka's not realizing that people don't talk like this in real life, probably.
Yeah.
Fucking anime.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
I mean, I really don't know. About me or about her. I really don't know how she feels. I mean, even though I should. I mean, I'm a girl too. I was her age once. I mean, you and I kissed that one time.
You were always a nerd, though.
Shino lightened the tone, smiling as she slightly watched with me. Smiling slightly as she watched me. With one hand on the wheel, I reached out for a stick of chewing gum. Shino got there first and handed it to me. Which is why I really don't know how to feel. I like being around her because she's pretty and I like to stare at her. And I like that she tries so hard to understand my hobbies and interests and doesn't necessarily make fun of me even when she doesn't understand things. And I like that she's willing to help me when I ask for stuff and that she's trying to improve like herself and do things that I like and, try and cook so that I don't have to all the time and cleaning the house and things. I like all that stuff about her, but I don't really know how I feel.
I'm just in agony, it's fine. But you wanna know?
I almost swallowed my gum. I had chewed hard on it to distract myself. The taste of mint made its way up my nose. AKA, she does know how she feels, and she's just scared to say it out loud and acknowledge it, and like speak it into reality.
Yep.
They both live on the same planet. I do at least want to understand where she's coming from. Girl, the game opened with her telling you that she's a lesbian. What do you need? What else do you need?
She literally went to a gay bookstore, searched all of the gay things. I don't
realize that she kind of liked the contents of some of them. Like,
I don't. Like, there's repression and then there's idiocy.
Yeah.
I feel like she's towing that line real good.
Saying those words out loud for the first time, I felt them sink into my heart like a stone in a lake. Shino smiled kindly at me.
Right.
Right. I'm being reasonable. You understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, all this time, all I'd wanted was to understand Ren's feelings. That makes sense with the actions that I've taken up until this point. Oh boy. Come back to Ren.
So yeah, I'm super gay.
Obvious, how could I be? I told her I was a lesbian. I'm constantly sharing skinship with her. I'm openly flaunting the fact that I'm trying to understand her interests. What more can I do? Also, I need to pee again. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'm just gonna sit here and wallow in the stupidity. It was bad.
Are you gonna get canceled?
For saying that they backside attack.
I mean,
it might imply a not great thing, but at the same time.
I was only talking about stuff that is chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like SM2 and all that. I don't know what you were interpreting from it.
Oh yeah, neither do I, man. Maybe it's my head's just been filled with all the gay by playing this game. That's all.
Well,
Speaking of, I believe it's now back to Ren's POV.
Yep, time to get back into my Valley Girl character. From the side, she was the picture of a beautiful woman. Slim frame, slender arms, and a high, straight nose. When she turned to face me, her expression was thirsty as fuck.
Wait. Is she talking about Akaru here, or?
Yeah, I think so.
But Akaru, thirsty as fuck? No. That can't be right.
It's gotta be something to do with her husbandos.
It's here at last.
What is?
She sounded serious. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's me.
I'm sorry.
I'm me.
I apologize.
She sounded serious, even with that dumb, sloppy grin on her face. She looked like seriously ratchet. God, they did not.
I appreciate the full commitment to this slang of the time. Just shows what a joke our fucking language is, honestly. This one's me now. Kensho collaboration. I mean, you probably wouldn't understand. But this is truly miraculous news. Fucking Red's like, I don't, but I'm trying really, really hard to understand. It'd be great if you could pay the same, like, effort to me. And appreciate the effort that I'm putting in.
Well, you seem really happy about it, so I'm more than happy to learn.
I feel like I've been waiting for this my whole life. God, when this happens, I'll finally be happy. Wait, is that obvious?
Akaru hid her face with her hands, like she'd been completely unaware she was practically radiating joy from her whole body.
I just wish that was me making her that happy.
You've been grinning like crazy.
Yeah, well, like I said, this finally makes me happy.
OMG, she was so cute when she got embarrassed. But it kind of pissed me off that it was some guy called Kohee-kun who put that expression on her face. There it is.
Really? That's weird, because I kind of got pissed off when I saw you with another girl going into a love hotel.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Why does that sound like what you feel about the person that I'm in love with? I just don't get it. Anyway, it's really reassuring to have you here with me, Ren. Ariga, thanks.
Apparently, some karaoke place had started offering original drinks based on her favorite game. And so she'd invited me to come. I mean, that was great and everything, but we just need to get your character's coaster, right? Seems like it'll be easier than gacha.
No, gacha's actually easier. With these collabs, you get a coaster with each order, which means you've got to get through all that food and drink. It's actually really draining.
Huh.
Because I spend all my money on gacha pools, I've gotten used to living off of 10 calories a month. So when it comes time like these where I have to eat food in order to pull gacha, I really struggle.
Huh.
But you go ahead and order as many drinks as you like. You're one of those Genki Gyaru types who can eat as much as she wants and never gets full, or it gains weight, right?
That's me. I don't really get it, but this means you're treating me to karaoke and juice and stuff. Yeah? That made me happy. I didn't mind going around all those manga and anime stores, but this was way more my scene.
Sure. If you're happy with that, then so am I.
I was already walking off and didn't hear her whispered words. Oh, whoa.
Well, sure, if you're happy with that, then so am I.
Progress? Question mark? We get that CG that was in the OP.
Yeah. I fucking love the lyrics too. Like you don't understand.
I feel like I've.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like I've heard those lyrics before somewhere.
Say the lyrics. Joseph will immediately know. Like he knows everything.
Wow, that's probably true. Alright, ready, Joseph? This is my perfect rendition of what this song probably is supposed to be.
Looking at it, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. One time we needed you. Until the next
I've
time
let
that
you
we
down.
need you.
Okay, I gotta put my whole heart and soul into this. Love, emotion, keep looking at me. Love, emotion, think about me anytime.
Oh my god, shut up. I do love the fact that like she's clearly singing your heart out like a love song, like pay attention to me. Like she's still
Love,
on the gotcha.
emotion.
Like looking at the fucking phone. Oh my god. Amazing. I mean it's pain, but it's still I found it very funny. It's Kohee-kun. Oh, cat ears. I saw the sample, but this is even cuter than I thought. Cute, yet somehow still manly. How the hell does he do it? He toes the line so well.
Love, emotion. Hey, you're totally not listening. I was the only one who'd been singing. As soon as we arrived, Akuru ordered a drink and a cake and accepted something from the waiter who brought them.
Oh, I'm gonna die from the cute. This should be illegal. My husband was a criminal. Oh, but that makes our life even more exciting.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna be real for a second. Bear with me. I don't know if... Like, okay, because, like, we're all weebs here. Alright? I made this den. I know what we're about. But... if your significant other acted like Akuru... did not give you the time of day. It was just so focused on 2D waifus. Do you think you could last a month or more and be in the same house with them?
I mean, it'd be like that thing where it's like we are weebs, so like we would kind of
I know.
get it.
We would
So, like,
get
where
it.
we would have our own husbandos and waifus and stuff, so it's kind of hard to say. But
I know.
Yeah. But like, there's a line where it's like, it's ironic to a point, right? Like,
Yeah.
You know. But again,
You become the very thing that you sought to destroy.
Yeah.
Basically, the thing that you used to shit on when you were before you were in your early weeb days.
Yeah. And like, again, like this is there's a whole layer of like, Akura's very clearly doing this to like not face the fact that she's like she doesn't want to realize. You know,
She's very repressed.
Yeah. Like as if she
So did I mention that for like several months, my current girlfriend just didn't realize I had a thing for her, despite me making it very obvious?
Okay, but there's
not quite
a
the same,
difference.
but
Yeah. Was she actively like obsessing over literally
No, that's
everything
right.
else?
You
to
also
avoid
missed-
looking at you.
you just don't
acknowledging
have
your
the context, but like the game opened with Ren telling Akura that she was a lesbian and then kissing her on the cheek. So she is like,
yeah, that would probably do it.
it's like she's known, and then it's his thing. But yeah, there is a certain line for sure. It's funny because it's like fucking Garnt when he proposed to Sydney, his fiance. After they like made the proposal and stuff, he went on Twitter and was like, "Yeah, guys, I got a real wife now, but don't worry. Who's the oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank. Sengo Hara from the really popular Shaft anime. What is that? I'm drawing a blank.
I don't think I watch much
Fucking-
Shaft anime.
It's like Nisei Monogatari or Monogatari or Bakamon.
Oh yeah,
From
yeah, I know the one.
one of like the purple-haired anime girls from that is like one of his favorite anime characters or whatever. He's like, she's still my waifu, and a bunch of fucking people like, you know, Twitter, it was his own fault, were like, oh my god, guys, if your man ever does this, you dump his ass. I don't care how far like along you're in the relationship or whatever.
No.
And he was like, for the love of God, like, you know, it was like very normie Twitter, people like getting on his ass, obviously, not like people that actually followed him or Sydney on like YouTube stuff. But it's like, you know,
I'm not saying you can't have waifus or husbandos or
no,
anything
I
like
get what
that.
you're saying though. Like people would agree with you. Is kind of what I'm getting at. That like to a certain
Yeah.
degree, you know.
Like I mean I simp over so many characters, so like that's why I was like I started out by saying like I get it. We're all weebs here. We all know that we've got our vices,
Yeah.
so to speak. But to be this oblivious, like,
Honey, it's our
It's a
anniversary. Sorry, there's a limited time gotcha event being held at a Motel 6. I gotta go.
don't wait up.
Yeah.
you can eat dinner without me. Bye.
Yeah, this is like a $30 prepaid gift card. Just get whatever you want. I gotta go. The rest of my paycheck is being devoted to this limited time event.
Yeah, like, but you can get yourself flowers on me.
Uh huh.
Anyway, sorry to derail. I had to I had to say what was on my mind with this scene specifically because it's so cute. Like we're on the CG, it's cute as hell.
Yeah.
I just could not imagine
Fucking Ren
not
literally
paying
singing
attention.
her heart out. Yeah.
Akaru was trembling as she clutched a paper drink coaster in her hand. Her gaze was fixed on the image of the guy on that coaster. Are you serious? Look at me for once!
They both got their flaws, but Ren is certainly trying.
Yes. Filled with jealousy, I used the tablet's touchscreen to quickly choose another song and send it. The title popped up on the big screen with a beep. What's the title of this one? Akaru, listen! Notice me, senpai. When I shoved the tablet at her, she looked at me blankly.
You really love karaoke, huh? No, I really love you!
I love fireworks too.
Oh my god, this is literally like that scene, but repeatedly throughout the game, isn't it?
Wait, what scene though?
Like the typical confessing and then fireworks explode and you don't hear it. Or confessing and like the train comes and you don't hear it and then they don't say it again.
I was about to tell her it was her I loved, but the song had already begun to play.
Oh, this is...
Her eyes widened as she looked at the touchscreen. It still seemed like she was looking past me. But I wasn't going to stop now. I gripped the microphone tightly. I didn't usually confess my feelings so point blank,
Again,
but clearly that's what this girl needs.
But again, like they're acting like this has been leading up to some sort of confession, as if it didn't start with. Alright, let's see. Music stopping. Okay.
Get it through that thick skull of yours.
Oh, but it's
There's
just
no one else for me. It was love at first sight.
You didn't pronounce the heart at the end of the line.
Hard to.
Ren, can you turn it down? Thanks.
I will not turn it down. These are my feelings.
That's what I mean. Can you turn down the gayness? God.
Can't do that either. I was born this way. Clutching the mic, I got to my feet and stared intently at Akaru as I sang. Listen to me, I love you.
Could she possibly be talking to me? Yeah. These are just the song lyrics. Is this?
Huh? Has she finally taken the hint? The sound of her voice almost made me forget the melody, but I recovered and kept going. She's gonna be like, is this the theme song from whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. I recognize this OP. It happened in the game. Right before you told me that you were lesbian.
I know I'm the one for you, Akaru, since we first met.
Oh, it is! They have the kohee-kun song with the official video. Wait, does this mean I get to see my husband on the big screen? Oh my god, if she just randomly interrupts her song. Yep. Hey, Ren, just a sec. Can I pick the next song? I know you were kind of just getting started, but...
Just when I thought I'd finally gotten through to her, yet Akaru was looking down at the tablet, her eyes glittering. I'm gonna move out.
Oh, the next slot's open.
Akaru added her song. The prelude started to play, but I pushed the big red stop button.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
The music stopped and Akaru turned to me, looking a little dejected. Even though she was finally looking at me, it wasn't for the reason I wanted. It's so obvious what you're doing.
Oh my god. Is she actually gonna call her out?
Please.
What's this about all of a sudden? I've been acting perfectly rational and the same that I've been doing the entire game.
It's all I want. It's not sudden. You've been ignoring me this whole time.
Oh my god, Akaru. I was supposed to be listening? I thought we both knew you were just here for the merch.
We're at freaking karaoke!
It's karaoke, and if the person singing is having fun, it's not like everyone else has to listen to them. Besides, I told you I was here for the collab.
Yeah, I guess you did. I knew that I was here as her lucky charm, so she could get the item she wanted. But recently, I've started to feel like that isn't her only goal. She was kind to me, even if she was awkward about it. She was so cool, but sometimes she'd give me this shockingly adorable smile. That was the Akaru I love you so much, and yet...
There's the side of you that's infuriating! Ooh.
Oh no.
Listen, like we discussed earlier.
I caught hold of her shoulder and stooped down. My eyes were screwed so tightly shut they hurt. I didn't know how to bring my lips to hers.
I swear to God. If Akaru's like, oh, this is like the joke that me and Shino did when we were younger. Yeah, I guess you're still kind of at that youngest age. So...
Then, unlike the soft sensation I'd been imagining, I felt something hard and bony press up against my face.
A forehead kiss. Oh my fucking god.
I knew it. Akaru had blocked my mouth with her wrist and was looking at me with a conflicted expression. There was no trace of laughter in her usually kind eyes. I knew it then. I'd ruined everything.
She had a 50-50 shot.
Suddenly terrified, I thrust her away from me. My eyes stung, whether with heat or cold, I couldn't tell. Akaru, I hate you.
Yep, literally. I love you so much, except for these times that I fucking hate you. Ren, wait, I'm not doing my gotcha pulls yet.
Ren, I hate you too.
Stop. With that, I dash out of the karaoke booth.
Akaru no baka!
Thought I heard a voice calling to me from afar off, but I knew it was probably just my imagination because she would never call after me.
I just don't get it.
Oh my gosh, we're starting with this line. I'm over it. I'm over it, Gabe.
This was your recommendation, lest we forget.
I know!
You would literally
Because
start
they
out,
had-
do I know how to pick them or what? She said famously last
I know.
session.
It was the office girl aesthetic and the office worker aesthetic
You
and the
were
art
so happy
style.
to start. We get our waifus, and we get our husbandos. This is the perfect game. Hours later.
It was not the perfect game.
I want to cry. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
The way she looked up at me, her voice, her beautifully braided hair. When she smiled, I felt myself come undone. But I'm not gay. And Ren had been smiling then. Come on, girl. Even you wasn't this in denial. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly, though.
It's probably for the best. I stowed the tickets I bought from the convenience store into my ticket case with a traditional Japanese pattern on it. Then I lay down on my bed, staring at the person-sized empty space on my right. Huh. What am I feeling? Looking at where Ren used to lie, and not
Gabe,
being
please,
filled with joy.
please. Gabe, I just need to get through this. I just need. I can't deal with ad libs. I can't deal with this dialogue.
Ren. Stretching out my hand, I grasped all the air.
Oh my god,
When
girl.
I closed my eyes, several emotions swirled inside me, but I didn't get it. I don't want to put any of them into words. If I do that, they will become real, and then I'll have to confront with the fact that I'm... Yeah, forget about it. Gotta work hard tomorrow and earn that money to spend on my husbandos. It's all about that grind. My voice echoed through the smell
Sigma
of
male
light.
tip number 7.
Hey, see, Joseph gets them memes.
I thought it. I just didn't. Sigma female is what it really is.
Tomorrow would come regardless of my thoughts. I had to work to survive. My husbando was still here with me, and that's all I need. Merch at the fan meeting totals 70,000 yen. Gotta earn. This is what happiness looks like. Once I spend that $70,000 on husbando merch, I'll finally be happy. I shouted toward the mini kohee-kun tapestries hanging at the foot of my bed. He looked back at me from the images, smiling as happily as ever.
Waifus over husbandos, but when? But when? Ugh. I see it over there.
Our hope? Following Shino's gaze, I saw a brilliantly lit up building ahead. A bunch of girls were already gathered around it. Girls. There's a lot of people here.
Hey, doesn't that person look like a Kohei-kun stan? Kohei-kun stan?
Oh,
Stan
she
Lee?
does. I feel kinda emotional. Never seen another kohee-kun stand in the wild before. Amid the crowd of girls with badge-covered Ida bags, I spotted one covered in kohee-kun merch. I was pleased to have found a fellow comrade. Man, anyone who understands kohee-kun's appeals is alright in my book. Some people hated when others stand the same character of them, but I thought of it like this. I loved kohee-kun and lived inside me, and she loved her own kohee-kun. They existed in different worlds. Be good to your kohee-kun. I murmured to myself, staring at my fellow kohee-kun stan. I believe she maybe gave me an odd look, but it was probably just my imagination.
Hachan, you're voicing your thoughts out loud, and you reek of denial.
I have to. My thoughts have to be in only of kohee-kun, or else... oops. I almost had a realization there.
You said you went to the collab event. Didn't you see any other Kohei-kun stands out there?
Huh?
The karaoke club collab thing. I thought you went?
No, you were in individual booths, and I stopped. In my head, I heard her voice from back then.
I love you so much, and yet.
Why do I remember the part where she tells me that she loves me, and not the part where she ran out, storming and screaming that she hated me? I just don't get it.
Wow. There's some selective memory you've got there. Got your tickets?
Yeah. Oh, right. I didn't give you yours yet. One sec. I hurriedly unfastened my bag.
No, I mean, you scored 2 tickets, right?
Yeah? Shino cut me off before I found the tickets, smiling slightly.
Wasn't that thanks to Ren? Are you sure it's okay to come without her?
Well, she hasn't come home. I hadn't really seen Ren at all since that day. I thought about calling her several times, but I didn't. Besides,
Yep.
she might like me, but that doesn't mean she likes my husbando. I pulled out the 2 tickets. Forcing a smile to my face, I handed one to Shino. Our values never aligned anyway. She wouldn't have a good time even if I did invite her. These events for us otaku. Didn't she, like, watch all those anime to try and talk with you about them? And go to all those other events? A part of me was relieved when Shino accepted the ticket. I could live in denial for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You're gonna have to stop living in denial for a little bit longer.
Leave me alone! I shot back with a little sigh. Honestly, Shino's way too perspective. How did she
No,
know?
you're just too stupid.
God, I hide it so well from myself. How does she see through it? Yeah, and she's starting to talk like a certain someone. OMG, Kohee-kun was amazing tonight. I carefully made my way through the ticket gates at the station, laden down with bags. I spent half a month's rent on merch at the fan meeting, and the bags were heavy in my hands, but I'd be damned if I dropped them. Hearing him live was insane. I felt like my eardrums were being cleansed by his dulcet tones. I love him so much. I want to marry him. God, I can't imagine feeling this way about anybody else, or anybody else feeling this way about anybody aside from Kohee-kun.
Achan, you're being really loud.
Oh, I gotta be more careful. I'm starting to look like a weirdo again. When the police stopped by, I think I was on some kind of drugs. They might not let me go home. And Ren was... Oh, wait.
There's something nice about the Edo group. Sengoku Rahen has a pretty heavy setting, so it's hard for them to inject any comedy.
Shino commented as we discussed our thoughts on the event. It had mostly been a live reading and talk show, and Shino had seemed mostly enamored by the reading. Yeah.
I know it was mostly just reading, but it's a shame the swordplay was so lackluster.
The plaza in front of the station was bustling with people. A bus pulled into the depot and a gaggle of laughing girls piled out.
Hey, you list today?
Laughing girls. Gyarus. Oh, I'm minute, sorry.
Achan, you might not have realized it yourself, but you've been off all day.
Shino stopped in front of the entrance to the subway. Looked like she was planning to head home, even though we usually ate dinner together after events. You going home already? But this means I'll have to be alone with my thoughts again.
Yep, have fun.
She gave a vague answer which I didn't know how to respond to, so I just stood there in silence. She needs to tell me things explicitly, or else I won't get it. And sometimes, even if I'm told things explicitly, I still don't get it.
Well, it looks like your escort's arrived. Oh.
There was a mischievous tinge to her tone as she looked at something over my shoulder. Huh?
See you at work tomorrow.
She was already hurrying off before I had a chance to turn and see what she was looking at. Then, my eyes widened at the figure that appeared in front of me in her place.
Hey, pretty lady. You on your own?
Ren?
I didn't expect Shino to be so considerate.
What are you doing here?
You went to that event, right?
She put her finger to her lips as she spoke. Her nice, painted fingernails to her glossy, reflective lips that tried to kiss me that one time. She must have looked up the event, then come in to wait for the station who knows how long. Avoiding me answer, she continued. I'm so confused. Why is she here?
Despite all odds, I missed you. Sorry, Akaru.
She missed me, but she said she hated me. I don't get it. Ren. Purple hurried to and fro past us like we were invisible. Like it was just the two of us alone in our own world. The whine of an ambulance on the big road cut through the drone for a moment, but quickly faded into the distance. It's not safe for you to hang around places like this. I guess you needed me to be your mom again. I held out one handful of bags as I admonished her. Could you carry these?
This is pain.
Are you sure this is what you want to say to me right now?
Yeah. You sure? No, are you sure this is what we're doing right now?
Her expression was confused, but at the same time ever so slightly hopeful. I felt like I was giving a candy to a little kid, which made me feel awkward after I said that I was her mom. They're pretty heavy. I need help.
You went crazy buying stuff again.
She teased me as she accepted the bags from me and set off walking. Her destination was the same as mine. My apartment. A short walk from Kinshicho. It's just me, or is her hair a little longer?
Oh my god.
We got onto the escalator at the end of the pedestrian bridge. I found her nape at my eye level. A pink ribbon fluttering in the night sky, standing out conspicuously amid the lights of the town.
Oh my god.
Are you growing out your hair?
I guess.
This is also like Adachi to Shimamura, but like at the same time, even she was not this fucking dense. Adachi was like, huh, I had a dream about kissing Shimamura. That's weird. I don't really want to kiss her, but like, if Shimamura told me that she wanted to kiss me, I wouldn't tell her no. I don't know what that means. But then even eventually Adachi was like, I guess I do like her.
Yeah, basically.
You could do it, Akuru. You kind of look like Adachi, and your name also starts with A. You can do it.
I almost thought that Ren was gonna have like short hair. Like now that we're focusing on her hair, then that whole trope of cutting your hair to when you're to cut out the feelings or something. Like I'm starting to wonder.
Maybe this is actually hashtag deep, and the hair's longer because the feelings grew deeper because absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's an original quote that I just made up right now.
It's the character development lack of haircut.
She played with her bangs.
Right.
Eyes narrowed bashfully. Before I knew what I was doing, I reached out my hand to brush them away. What if I kissed her forehead? What if I kissed her nape? That'd be weird, but they just look so alluring. I mean, doesn't this hair get in the way? What if you had someone that wanted to kiss it? Your face, head. She stared at me, her pretty dark brown eyes that I've gotten lost in sometimes. They reflected white lights illuminating the billboards around the station. I think this girl likes me, for real. Her wide eyes and flushed, cute round cheeks told me as much.
I'm sorry for being mean to you back then.
I almost started clapping because I thought Akuru said this. And then I realized it was
I know.
Ren, and I was like,
I know.
Oh,
I know.
no.
I was like, she doesn't need to be the one to I mean, kind of yes, we're trying to force another kiss on her.
Depending on what she means by back then, for sure. But like,
yeah.
Okay, this is opening it up for Akuru to apologize as well. Maybe. She laid her hand on my left arm. Her fingers were cold and trembled ever so slightly.
I like you, even if you don't feel the same way about me.
Yeah, I know.
This fish.
Oh, really? Because you seemed like you hadn't figured that out, even though that you clearly had. But now you're saying it aloud that you knew. It's good. It's good.
But I hate the thought of you forgetting all about me.
Tears shimmered in her eyes before welling up and sliding down her cheeks.
Like, you're not allowed to do the Star Wars, I know.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed.
Ren, she probably had no idea. No idea how I spent this last week. No idea what Shino had said to me.
We have no idea how she spent this last week.
It seems like this past week has been perfectly fine. From what we've seen.
I mean, we had that one scene of her like clutching at the empty space in her bed, really dramatically.
Yeah. And like we fucking
Gay
know,
longing.
as like players like ad-libbing and filling in the space of like, yeah, you're doing this to not think about her. But like Shino never or not Shino, Akaru never had this realization like explicitly. No idea just how important she'd become to me. But I was scared that if I told her, things would change between us. There you go. You're getting there. Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
Alright.
So I didn't say a word. I'm pretty sure that's what we want to do first to get the bad ending out of the way.
But I'm wondering if the so I didn't say a word is like so I used my actions instead.
Oh, well, we'll see. OshiRabu. Kaido. So I didn't say a word. Yet Ren continued speaking even through her tears.
But I still want to be around you.
As she tightened her grip on my arm, so hard it almost hurt. Then she hugged me, and I smelled her familiarly soft, sweet scent. Even though I spend all my time chasing fictional guys.
Unfortunately, yes.
She laughed confidently and tightened her arms around my neck so I almost staggered. She really did have a one-track mind. Like you're one to talk.
Yep. I'm sorry, Joseph. I know you probably came for like the wholesome gay, and it's just us shitting on this couple.
This absolute
No,
disaster
they deserve it.
of a couple.
Yep. I'll make you see me.
I'd like to see you try. I am very oblivious and good at lying and denying stuff to myself. I hugged her, injecting a hint of challenge into my tone, and Ren hugged me back almost angrily. Listen at me, trying to act all tough when I'm really just an idiot. Making a silent excuse to myself, I leaned my head in closer to her. And I headbutted her and broke her nose.
Okay, so are we gonna try to do the other one now or after?
No, we're gonna go this a little bit further, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see this. A soft, warm sensation. I shifted under the weight atop my arm. Boobs. The faint breath across my neck tickled. Time passed by like soft, fluffy cotton wool. Boobs. And a vague sense of deja vu. Slowly opening my eyes, I sighed at the sight that greeted me. Boobs.
Akaru?
Boobs.
Boobs.
We finally understand each other.
We finally speak the language of the gods.
After everything last night, we come home.
This was the good ending all along.
Eaten dinner together, then laid out on a futon in the living room, and never did anything else. As I thought we had, yet here she was. So what's your excuse for sneaking in my bed this time? You had the whole conversation again about why she did this.
I wanted to snuggle with you. Like I said last time.
But I don't understand why. You never learned
on
that,
the one
do you?
hand, it's like, yeah, you never, like, the boundaries kind of thing. Like, I get that much.
I sat up straight, sat up and stretched widely. My joints creaked, aching from yesterday's overuse at the event. I must be getting old.
What's up? Are you achy? Shall I give you a massage?
She nuzzled up to me cheerfully, but I detected a wicked gleam in her eye. Just what was she planning? I gotta get to work, and you have classes, don't you?
Ah, boring.
Ren pouted sulkily. poked her in the forehead and then got up. Come on, you get ready while I make breakfast. Since we both left the house at the same time, we inevitably ended up sharing the sink. Ren had a tendency to take a while, so I wanted her to get started early. Jeez, we're like an old married couple. I wonder why. Yet, strangely, that thought didn't squick me out. I'd actually missed her presence. I liked it. I wonder why.
And you held me in your arms so tight yesterday.
Don't say it like that. She flashed her pearly white teeth as she laughed at the rise she'd gotten out of me. Then suddenly she leaped to her feet like she just remembered something.
Oh, I forgot.
What? As I turned to face her, Ren came barreling into my arms. While I was tottering under her weight, she pressed a quick kiss to my cheek.
I love you, Akaru.
As a friend?
I've decided I'm gonna make this our daily routine. Gonna make this our daily routine.
What? Like, a login bonus?
Oh, what now?
Too embarrassed to answer, I wordlessly moved toward the kitchen. What'd she say if I knew I'd been thinking of it like a reward? I'd be like I wanted it or something. Nothing.
Come on, tell me.
It's a story I was enamored with when I was little. A tale of romance that enthralled and excited. In that story, an alien descended from the stars to loudly proclaim her love to an earthling man. But in the end, the man didn't return her love. They simply spent their days together, never resolving their feelings. And I felt like I had more of an understanding of that ending.
Oh no.
After all, if love were to get a hold on me, I wouldn't be able to live my life how I wanted, with Kohee-kun.
Just get over yourself and tell me you love me.
Not on my watch. I'm not gay. I refuse. I will live in life in denial forever, so I can appease Kohee-kun. So let us keep playing this game of cat and mouse, until the day we have to go our separate ways. I'll save my romantic declarations for then. What? Why would
Bad
you
end?
like to tell her? Yes, absolutely.
It's certainly
Absolutely.
an end.
Yeah, that's the bad end. I won't tell her I love her until the time comes when we have to go our separate ways. Akaru? Sociopath? Is that what this has been about the whole time?
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss?
Yeah. With how
love emotion was the opening. That's why it seemed familiar.
Yeah. I say with how she was saying, like, if I say this, things will change and I'm scared. So I won't say it. It's like, okay, obviously this is her continuing to live in this painful, suffering denial.
Yep, that's the bad end, is that they'll just keep circling each other forever.
So I guess that is kind of nice in a sense that, like, Akaru is, like, aware that it's a game of cat and mouse and she likes kind of playing the hot and cold to a sense, but, like, at the same time, for the love of God, just give her something.
Just already.
Yeah, just get married already.
So that means the other option has a lot to deliver on. Or better
I
have
assume
a
it's
lot
probably
to
going to
deliver
go
on.
for a bit longer, too. Let's see what we might have with extras now. Yeah, so we still got a good chunk left, I would imagine. Let's see here. Would you continue? Yeah. But I wanted to stop her tears.
Akaru?
So she gives the hug instead of receiving the hug. Her sweet scent surrounded me, I nuzzled my cheek against her hair, and my lips brushed her ear. You don't understand me at all. 'Cause I don't understand me at all, so how could you?
I so do. I mean, sure, sometimes I can't tell what you're thinking. Well, most of the time, but...
Although she argued back vigorously, she stayed meekly in my arms. I timidly wrapped my arms tighter around her, deepening the hug. But I don't really understand you either. You're so hard to understand. You don't make any of your feelings clear to me.
Yeah, you don't get me.
I make them very clear. You just don't receive them.
Yeah.
Everything was soft and warm, except for the cool night breeze. Her breath tickled my neck. You suddenly said you wanted to marry me and barge into my home. Even though I was always chasing my husbando, you still desperately pursued me. You were like an invader.
You're the one who proposed to me! And you kept chasing after some 2D game character even though you had this cutie after you.
She buried her face in my shoulder.
But I love you, Wakaru.
Her body was hot in my arms, and hot in general. I could hear a loudly thudding heartbeat, although I wasn't sure which of us it belonged to. And I think what I was feeling wasn't the same as 3D love or 2D obsession. But I didn't yet have a name for that emotion.
Love emotion.
Very good. I opened my eyes to a bright morning. Sunlight streamed in through the windows in narrow rays, bathing the figure before me in light. It danced across her golden hair and milky white skin. Her deep brown eyes glimmered with reflected light. She's beautiful. But what is this emotion? I never imagined a day would come when I'd be thinking about a girl almost half my age. So 18.
Okay.
Right,
No, she's 26.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not math at all. Yeah, no, she had to be 36, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking nice. Well, she says almost half, so... I mean, 18.
I mean, I guess this kind of justifies them not getting together.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
26. How about 18? That's not good, actually. I mean, yeah, how would that...
You mean 26 divided by 2, you mean?
I mean, because that, I mean, almost half. I was trying to see, like, in what realm. 18 divided by 26 maybe would be there.
18,
So
26.
70% difference is what that...
That's about 3/4. I think as long as you're over 2/3, you're away from the halfway mark. So, I don't see it.
Because there's no way she's 13, right? Or like anything below 13.
Yeah. Was it 26 or was it 30? No, I'm pretty sure it was 26.
It was 26, for sure.
I think she's also just being dramatic.
Yeah, probably.
It's that thing of like where, you know, when you hit a certain age, like anyone that's like even remotely like younger, you're like, I'm assuming you've never seen Ted Lasso.
No.
There's this part.
It is on the list.
There's this part. This is like a vague spoiler, but I won't do characters where like an older woman, like unknowingly, hits on like a guy that's younger. Like she's like 30, and he's like in his 20s or something. And they spent time together at work, and they got matched on a dating site, but they didn't know it was each other. And they meet up for the first time, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm a pedophile." It's like, no, you're very clearly not. You're 35 or something, and he's like 22. Like, you're not at all. It's that kind of like panic thing, I would imagine as well. But anyway, God, this girl's so hot. I don't even care about the age gap. Ren, I should have asked you this a while ago, but how old are you? I gently brushed her warm cheek with my fingertip. I closed my eyes, savoring its softness and warmth.
Wakaru, I love you. Don't ask me about the age gap.
Her voice found its way to my ears as sleep tugged me back down again. There was something sad about it, and yet, at the same time, it was the gentlest sound I'd ever heard. Put my hand on the back of the sofa and looked around. The sofa and table were where they had been the night before. The only thing missing was Ren's familiar presence. I have a bad feeling about this. Like that irritating, unresolved feeling you got when a new recruit quit before they even got used to the job. When somebody you had a crush on, who'd always had a crush on you, moved away. She wouldn't have. This is the time when I told her a little bit more about how I felt. Why would she stay here when I didn't tell her? Did she have an NTR kink? That's not the same thing, but still. Sitting down on the sofa, I replayed yesterday's events in my head. It's like I could still feel her warmth in my arms. I ran a hand through my hair to try and dispel those thoughts. However, Ren didn't come back in the following 2 weeks. What?
What?
Ren? Pressing my phone, I said her name aloud. My frustration only intensified as each message I sent went without response. How does it feel, bitch?
Ghosted.
Yeah.
You've been ghosted.
Okay. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to call it here for a night?
I guess we'll call it here for the night, because I'm not sure how much longer it'll...
Yeah, I mean, we had
Go
like
on.
6 or so CGs to still unlock. I doubt it would be like back to back to back, so... I think we're on like the right
Yeah.
route, even though this one seems to be more sad right off the bat. But I think it's got more room for stuff, I guess.
Yeah, maybe we'll be able to... Well, no, we got D&D tomorrow. Whatever. If we want to try to finish it this weekend,
Yeah.
we can. If not, I'm pretty sure... who knows if we can get it all done in one session. If they, like you said, there are 6 CGs.
Yeah.
So.
So let me see again. Is that right? I think so. 1. Yeah, so like 6 more. Not to see.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe it pick now that Akaru's less opposed. Maybe we'll. Oh yeah, so Joseph, this is how she like literally introduced herself. This, and then she did this, and then she was like, "I'm lesbian, by the way." And then the rest of the game happened where Akaru's like, "I just don't know how she feels."
I just wish it were more obvious.
Yeah. That's 2 locations we haven't even
Oh,
been to
there's-
yet.
Mm.
Yeah, there's about a bit left. Yep. Next time on Dragging These Nuts.